Hello, welcome. I think I am live, right? Sivat is already here, shitposting. Live reading of Legacy of the Force. No, probably not. Yeah. Celebrating. Because, as I learned today, a couple of hours ago, it is the 20-year anniversary of fucking Attack of the Clones, everyone's favorite Star Wars movie. Oh boy, what is there to say about Attack of the Clones? Well, it's certainly Attack of the Clones. It's a film, basically, but yeah. Maybe I should have rewatched this one today. Okay, we are getting this live stream right now because my boss forced me to take a vacation this week because we have nothing to do and I don't know. So yeah, that's why we are getting a live stream right now. So if anyone has time, because Josh has been missing for like 2 weeks, so I don't have a co-host anymore. So I don't know if he's dead or got abducted or raped. I don't know what happened with Josh. He's just gone. Maybe he returned to India. I don't know. Yeah, so I basically this isn't even like a stream about Attack of the Clones. Actually, it's just I need a new co-host. Polstra, I make fucking beds for people to sleep in. You know that garbage. Okay, I just got the news. Sivert has the time, but he doesn't have the interest to be my co-host. Yeah, one terrible accent is enough on here. Maybe Alex will show up. Not you, the Magnino Alex, the Legacy of the Force defender. Speaking of Legacy of the Force, we have to talk about Revelation, which I am currently reading. I know I did say I was gonna stop and not continue reading, but then I realized I will not get fucked by Troy Denning. I will fuck Denning. That's how we are gonna handle this situation. So I'm gonna fucking finish this book series no matter what. And right now I'm 150 pages into Revelation. It's terrible. It's really fucking terrible. And I always said it's the second worst book of the series right after fucking Invincible, but so far, Inferno is still worse than Revelation. So I'm curious if my ranking is gonna change. Sivert now begging for a co-host to show up here because he can't stand the awkward tension. Give me something to work with, people. Give me something. What? Okay, let me think. Anyone want to talk about the Attack of the Clones novelization by R.A. Salvatore, which is better than the movie? Not really, because it's still that story, but you know what I mean. It still has terrible, terrible dialogue, terrible love scenes. I also think, was Jango Fett in the novelization called a Mandalorian even once? Or that he was wearing a Mandalorian armor? Because I don't think he was I think he was just called a Rocket Man. That's all I have to say about the novelization. There is really nothing here. How about no? More like live reading of Aftermath. I would be up for Aftermath, but not Revelation. Fuck it. There is nothing else to do. Let me check where I am in Revelation. I'm on chapter 8. I have to start chapter 8. When was the term invented? Oh, Jesus Christ. It must have... Wasn't it like already in the fucking 70s? Or 80s? Because fucking they show up in the original Marvel comics, the Mandalorians. So yeah, it should have been well known by this point. But yeah, he just calls him a Rocket Man. Hello. Oh fuck, that's right. I need to send a fucking invite for anyone to come on here. Yeah, I'm sending the fucking link right now. Okay, let me check quick. Revelation chapter 8. The Holy Bible of Troy Denning. Okay, so by the way, because I said this book is still better than Inferno, it's still fucking trash. The only reason this book is better than Inferno, at least up until this point, is because it has Pelion in it. And Pelion is still a boss. And that's it. There's really nothing else here. The characters still suck, the story's retarded, nothing. Dialogue is awful and just sounds like Karen Travis speaking all the time, which is obnoxious. And everyone mentions fucking Naboo in this book, Revelation. Everyone mentions Naboo because remember the prequels? The first 50 pages, it's mentioned like 10 times. Oh, this reminds me of something from Naboo. Oh, this also reminds me of something from Naboo. Oh, look at this picture. It shows a beautiful spot on Naboo. Because there are no other planets anymore, apparently. Also, there's the whole thing with like Jaina training with Boba, which just started right now since I'm only on chapter 8. So basically, she literally says no one has murdered as many Jedi as Boba Fett. I have no fucking idea what this is talking about. Yes, it is way too long. Why is every book in this series so long? The shortest one was Inferno, and that was the worst so far. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, everything is from fucking Naboo now, at least in this book. I don't think it was mentioned as much in Travis' previous 2 books. I have to read more of it, but so far my ranking would be for Karen Travis, Legacy of the Force novels. Her best one is Bloodlines, then Sacrifice, and then Revelation is the worst of her trilogy, if you want to call it that. My ranking for Alston would be his best one is Exile, then it's Fury, and then the worst one is Betrayal. Because at least Fury had. Well, it had Jagged Fell crushing Elima Ra's neck, which was awesome. That was better than anything in Betrayal. Doesn't count. Anakin just murdered defenseless children. Hey, Jason. I need a co-host. I need a topic. I could talk about the Attack of the Clones novelization, but no one cares. I could talk about the movie, but again, no one cares. Would you agree it's the worst one? Like of the original 6? Because holy fuck, I would watch Phantom Menace twice before watching Attack of the Clones. Alex is here.
Hello.
Hello.
Yep. What's up?
Yeah, so I'm just trying to come up with a topic or anything to talk about.
Hmm. Fair enough. Yeah, it is a mess.
Hmm.
Especially if you're including TCW, like I did, which is just a mess.
Yeah, I mean, it isn't a mess if you only look at the original Clone Wars stuff, but
Yeah. Yeah, if it's just a multimedia project, it's a lot easier to digest.
oh my god, I don't
Oh.
know. That's too difficult.
Order 66 would be the worst, in my opinion.
Out of all of them?
I think so. I think it's worse than Imperial Commando. Imperial Commando is just kind of boring. But if
Mm.
we're saying worst is by boring, then maybe Imperial Commando. But if we mean just in terms of, I mean, I guess Order 66 is boring too.
Mm.
But because I don't think any of them are like horrible in terms of writing. I just don't think the last couple are that interesting. But I also have less issues with her and her whole stuff. But at least Tane's dead in Order 66. That's something.
Yeah, that's good. She got killed because she's stupid. But yeah, read Revelation again, and you will this time probably definitely notice her fucking hatred for
Yeah.
Jedi because it's so transparent. It's almost a parody.
Yeah, I did notice it the first time, and I had issues with it more with Legacy of the Force than I did in the Republic Commando books because Luke's Jedi Order has always been, to me, the best that it's supposed to be. And so I always got annoyed with her saying stuff about Luke's order. I'd be like, it makes more sense for the prequel stuff to me, but
Yeah,
less with
but remember, the Jedi are now basically the prequels Jedi. You know,
yes.
they call the fucking Jedi students Padawans. They call the little kids younglings.
Yeah. Well, that's, I mean, to be fair, that's just the thing that is within the universe that they just added. I mean, yes, because prequels, but
Yeah, but still, like at this point, after like almost 100 books, like
yeah,
post Jedi alone, that's so out of nowhere.
true. But to be fair, too, obviously all the Bantam books, they had no idea about the prequels going to be a thing. So otherwise, they might have
But it
included
still works.
younglings. Yeah,
Yeah, but it still works in that
no, it
sense
does work. I'm
because
just saying they might have included younglings had they known that George was going to call children that, but he didn't.
mm,
So it's the same thing with the Clone Wars. Been like 30 years in the past in the Zahn trilogy because George said so until he changed his mind.
mm.
Oh,
Oh
sorry.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah, big
it doesn't matter.
spoiler in a book called Order 66.
It also confused me when I read it. At first, I was like, "Oh, I mean, that's kind of like I thought like the Jedi kid was gonna die, and so she, even though she likes the clone, she was gonna um, block the kid from dying, and the clone shot her. But I was wrong. I think what happened was she tried to stop the clone from dying, and the kid stabbed her or something. And I was like, "Wait,
Oh,
what?"
classic Karen Travis.
I was like, "What?" But that confused me. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right.
All right. Since it's the 20th anniversary, maybe we should talk quickly about Attack of the Clones
I hate Sam.
novelization and movie.
Yeah. I like the novelization. I like that it adds all the deleted scenes.
Yeah, it also adds this. I think the first 2 chapters are completely new. I don't think those are
Yeah.
even like deleted
With
scenes.
the Shmi and hello.
Hello.
Are you
Hello.
in the shower?
No, I am not in the shower.
Because it sounds like that
Oh, fuck.
in the background.
I think that's my fan. Hold on, let me turn that off. My bad. Give me a second.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I need to read it again. Watch it again.
To be fair, with Bantam, they probably would have dived into it had George let them. But
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Is it better now?
yes.
It's better.
Okay, that was my fan. My bad. So we celebrating the greatest movie of all time
After Red Tails, yes.
after Red Tails. I've actually never seen Red Tails. I just knew that anything with with George Lucas involved in it, like after King of the Crystal Skull, is like a big no-no. I'm just like, I'm not touching that.
You should have watched it. We did a watch along, and it was amazing. We had so many great characters, like Pipe Smoker. He was awesome, and there was a lot of terrible fake German in it. We got one mention of the N-word, which was nice, which I missed because I was looking at the comments.
You don't know the thing. The thing about George Lucas's movies is he never hires actual Germans. He just hires British people to play Germans. Like,
oh yeah, we noticed this.
Everybody watch Raiders of the Lost Ark. Watch The Last Crusade. Everybody in that movie, it doesn't matter if they're playing an Egyptian, a German, a African, they are all British. You can look them up; they're all British. And I don't know why that is. Apparently, George Lucas doesn't like German actors enough to actually get them to play Nazis. But I guess that's not.
He got one German-ish actor in Red Tails, which was Scarface, Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I've
obviously.
Yeah, I mean these this movie. What can you even say about it? I mean, I remember going to watch this in a theater, and as a little kid, you don't notice the problems with it because you're a little kid, right? You don't notice, like, you don't really pay attention to the dialogue. You don't even know what the fuck that is. So all you see is the big battle at the end. It's like, oh wow, this is the greatest movie ever, right? Because like somebody got their head chopped off in this movie. I mean, that's probably the best part of the movie. Somebody get their head chopped off.
I'll say that I enjoyed it as a kid. When I was in middle school and high school and I watched Red Letter Media and everything, I disliked this movie, and I've jumped back to being okay with it.
I'm okay with the movie. I've never really been like, this is the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah.
No way.
I never thought that, and I never thought it was the worst movie either.
No, I don't either. I like it's just a movie that's like, it's there. I mean, I will give it credit. It does have one of the best battle scenes in all of Star Wars. I will give that credit, but it's like everything else is just so.
I also love Dooku, so every time
I also think people don't bring enough that Dooku. Yeah, Christopher Lee's portrayal of Dooku is literally awesome. Like, he literally put everything into it.
He's good in everything he's in.
Yes, but I would say that's my problem with Dooku is he's not a good character because he's not like introduced or given enough stuff to do.
Oh, I agree.
He's played by Christopher Lee, so he's awesome because he's Christopher Lee.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I wanted Clone Wars to enhance what Dooku is and who he was, and they did not do that. So that's one of the biggest problems with Clone Wars, in my opinion.
Sorry.
No, what were you gonna say?
I was just going to say, for Devil's Advocate, that in episode 4 with Tarkin, we only ever hear about him in that film, and we get to see him do stuff in that film, but then he dies. So we don't get that much character other than Vader is subservient to him, at least in context of the leadership role, and that he's very evil and is willing to blow up planets because he hates the rebels. But that's all we get.
I would say it works for Tarkin because in the grand scheme of things, he's such a minor player. Like he's a military leader that is like, but Dooku is leading a whole scale rebellion against the Galactic Republic. You would think that would be expanded upon. It wasn't until the expanded universe that we knew, because it's barely explained that he was a Jedi before. Like, you would, if you watch the movie, you think, oh, he's just a Sith. Like, he's always been a Sith. He's like, but
you know how you could fix this? Have Christopher Lee as a Jedi in Phantom Menace.
Yes, that would have probably been better.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't even mention that he was the master to Qui-Gon Jinn. They don't even mention that in the movie.
Yeah, because George only came up with it later.
They did in the fan, not They did.
Yeah,
in
they
Clone-
mentioned it in Attack of the Clones, but they
Oh,
should have
okay.
mentioned it in Phantom Menace. There
Yeah.
would have at least been some setup.
Okay.
I thought you meant that there was no mention of it in episode 2. I was like, yes, there was.
Okay.
the
Well,
interrogation
I haven't
scene.
watched it in a long time, so forgive me if I
Yeah,
forget.
no, because Obi-Wan is captured when he goes to the Geonosis, and Dooku's talking to him,
Geonosa, as Matt Reeves calls it.
Geonosa.
and so he's saying like how I trained your master or something like that. I don't remember the exact
Yeah,
what he's
yeah.
saying, but he talks about that. So
I mean, it's
I
a
don't-
movie. It's a movie that's unfairly hated to the extent
I
it
do
is,
think so.
but it is not a perfect movie. It is not Raiders of the
No.
Lost Ark. It is not Empire Strikes Back. It's not even, Revenge of the Sith.
Is it better than the Ewok movies?
No.
No, because we love Ewoks.
I mean, the Ewoks are awesome. Okay, so
Yeah.
they're
They
little warrior people. Okay, what
The
more do
teddy
you
bear
want?
people, we love them.
They're ruthless teddy bear people who eat
That-
stormtroopers.
I was
What
going
more
to
do you
mention
want?
that. Yeah. Or the
Remember
clothes that they have for Leia, but where did that come from?
Remember little kid Boba Fett? Everyone wanted to see that little
Yes,
Bobby Fett.
that's fair.
Yeah.
It is better than Holiday Special. That's undeniable.
Yeah. To be fair, Tamara Morrison played a pretty good Jango Fett.
I do like him
Oh
a
yeah,
lot.
he's fine, but
My
I don't know. I
headcanon-
was always under the impression we should have never seen Boba Fett's face or given him such a
I-
specific origin.
I
Because
agree.
I will say this: the idea of making Boba Fett's dad basically like having the Clone Wars be fought with like Boba Fett clones essentially is so fucking retarded when you hear it. Like imagine it's the fucking 90s. We only have the original trilogy and the expanded universe.
Mhm.
And Phantom Menace and the prequels haven't come out yet. And I'm gonna tell you, yeah, so these Clone Wars we all have been speculating about, it's actually a bunch of Boba Fett clones. Like you would tell me that's stupid.
I mean, I don't know if I would say it was stupid. I that alone, I'd be like, interesting how'd that come about. But I don't know if I'd have a positive or negative.
I kind
Just
of
from
agree.
that sentence, I wouldn't.
I
know what
kind
to
of
think,
agree,
really.
and I kind of don't. I mean, to be honest, I'm a certified Mando hater, so it's like the fact that they use Mandalorians as the clones, I was like, okay, this is Karen Travis's wet dream right here. I see that Karen Travis snuck in her draft of the film and put it in.
I mean,
Since you mentioned the draft, can I mention this quick? So we all talk about how George Lucas is a terrible screenwriter, which is fair because he also admits this. But this book, the movie, sorry. The movie, I didn't know this until like a couple of years ago. This is the only prequel film he had like a credited co-author for the screenplay. Let me see. The screenplay by George Lucas and Jonathan Hales. And oh my god, I would have thought like maybe if someone else helps him write, we would get like get better stuff.
Usually his writing partner was Lawrence Kasdan, right? That's or am I mistaking it? This guy did something on Raiders of the Lost Ark, so I thought he would have brought him in. But to be fair, I think legitimately what happened was that George thought that he could convince Steven Spielberg to direct these movies, and then once that didn't happen, he's like, "Fuck, I gotta direct them myself."
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, "Fuck."
I will say I will defend certain parts of the dialogue. I won't defend others. The sand scene is the only scene that I feel is the most misunderstood or just purposely hated on for no reason when it makes sense. The entire little conversation he has with Padme and Naboo, I have absolutely no problem with that scene at all in context.
But the problem is that the dialogue overall is still shit, and these actors have zero chemistry.
I do agree.
To be fair, like the only characters in here who have any like energy is like Palpatine,
Mace Windu,
Ewan McGregor, and fucking Christopher Lee.
Yeah,
and maybe Mace Windu.
No, I mean Samuel Jackson. That's
Yes, maybe, I don't know. I think he's
Okay.
terrible in these movies, but he's got some good memes. Like,
Yeah, that's
Party
why.
is over.
If we're going by meme potential, this trilogy is the meme king. So
I think for me it's tied with the Sam Raimi Spidey trilogy.
yes, those are very meme worthy movies as well. But the Sam Raimi memes have only recently started to appear as they should have. But for a long time, these movies just got memed the fuck out of, and But it's an interesting movie.
Christopher Nelson's in the chat.
Oh my god, we have Chris Nelson, the bully himself.
I was just staring at that Natalie Portman the whole time. How old was she in
Who wouldn't fall in love?
How old was she in Phantom Menace? I hope you weren't staring at her in Phantom Menace because I think she was underage.
I think her character was supposed to be 14.
She was an adult. Then.
Okay.
Yes, but she was playing a 14.
Yeah, 14-year-old.
I'm pretty
no,
sure
by the second movie, you said, not by the first.
Yeah. I'm saying the first
second movie. She's supposed to be of age.
See, 10 years, so she should be 24.
Okay.
Yeah. And Anakin's
18 or 19? Was he 9 years old in Phantom
No,
Menace?
I forget because they're 4 years apart. So
that is definitely the
the
creepiest part of the prequels.
No, it is. Hold on. I will fight this because listen to me. Leia and Han are 10 years apart. That's a
They
decade.
met when they were both adults over 18.
It doesn't matter. They're 10 years apart.
It doesn't. That's not
that uncommon though. That's not that uncommon though.
Listen. The whole thing though with Anakin and Padme is there's no sexual tension between them until the second movie. Anybody who makes jokes about the first movie, it's not.
Unless it's Disney
tension,
canon,
but there is romantic tension in a way.
I don't think so. I think it's platonic friendship, and it grows into something else in the second movie when they're both adults and attractive now.
Yeah. Maybe it is because we look back overall and we know they're gonna end up a couple.
Yeah.
And then you look at Phantom Menace, which kind of sets it up. And he is supposed to be 9 years old, but he looks like 5.
Well, I think
She's
it's
14, but looks like
in that
21.
Movie. Yeah. Well, I think it's one-sided in that movie, though. I think it's purely Anakin who has the attraction, and Padme's like, oh, that's just a little boy. I have no interest. But then he becomes Hayden Christensen. He's just like, oh, I changed my mind.
Padme was the first Tahiri.
The first Tahiri.
Oh my god, that dialogue is even worse in Terry Brooks' novelization. Which was probably based on George Lucas' original draft.
You know what's crazy? Like, the first two novelizations of the prequels are pretty bog standard in my opinion, but the third one is just like actually better than the movie. It's
because it's written by Matthew Stover.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean,
Return of the Jedi is still the best novelization.
Like, to be honest, if you know R.A. Salvatore's work, if you've ever read his work, I like his Star Wars work, but his work in Forgotten Realms is absolutely superior to anything he could ever do in Star Wars. But I mean, I don't think there's really anything that could really make this movie any better. It is what it is. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
I mean, I think there are plenty of ways to make it a better film. I am definitely more on the like side.
I like it as well. I like it as well.
Yeah. I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either.
Oh my god, guys, we had this discussion before, I think. So these novelization, if you buy the Del Rey paperbacks, they come with the fucking Disney canon timeline in front of them.
Trash.
But,
really? Trash.
Yes, but they are not considered part of the Disney canon, which is false advertisement, as we have.
That is weird. I always thought it was going to be weird because, like, since they consider, these all 6 movies are canon, right? They're canon in the new canon.
TCW apparently.
TCW, yep. So I always thought how it's a weird balance. It's like, so are the novels canon, or it's like I know they're not. It's like, but it's like,
and it's not just that they are not canon. Their answer was it's only canon when it aligns exactly with the movie. Everything else in here, like connections to the expanded universe, any new scenes or deleted scenes, are not canon.
Well,
no. And now let me read what it says on the back of the Attack of the Clones novelization. Because right down here, it says, contains all of the additional scenes shown on the Episode 2 DVD and more.
Yep. Yep.
Pretty ironic.
It is pretty ironic. And by that
ironic.
criteria, if somebody sneezed in the book and they didn't sneeze in the movie, that makes it non-canon. That's so fucking
Not as
stupid.
we know.
Then just say
If
the
you
books are
sneeze,
non-canon.
like if somebody writes in like Anakin sneezes or something, like if that doesn't happen in the movie, it's not canon.
If the only scenes that matter are the scenes that you see in the movie, then don't even say that the novelizations are canon. Just say only the movies are canon.
Yeah.
Which means, wait, this means the Revenge of the Sith novelization is completely non-canon because
70%
there's
of it.
basically nothing like the movie.
It's actually better.
Yeah, of
Uh,
course.
I
Yeah.
agree, and I think that Episode 3 is my third favorite Star Wars film. It's Episode
I
5,
think-
Episode 6, and Episode 3.
Oh, mine
episode
is
4.
if we're ranking Star Wars, mine is Episode 6, Episode 5, Episode 4, and then Revenge of the Sith, Phantom Menace, and Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
Oh, this reminds me, because I was seeing this comment again with the robot chicken. Boba Fett in Revelation is the robot chicken Boba Fett.
For sure.
Oh boy, that scene when he said randomly out of nowhere, he says like, "Oh, I've heard rumors that Han Solo, when he was frozen in carbonite, he could still hear people." And immediately I'm thinking of the robot chicken sketch when he's flirting with him.
Yeah, it's a. Didn't George really like those robot chicken sketches?
Oh yeah, he loved it.
He loved it. So I would consider those like infinities. I mean, because George loved that shit.
Yeah, they are part of the expanded universe.
They are part of the expanded universe.
I mean, Palpatine, his character in them is pretty accurate.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, you did what to the kids? Because there's a part where he's like on the phone with Vader, and he's like, "Wait, you killed the kids in the temple?"
Yeah, it's like I didn't ask him to do that.
I thought we could indoctrinate them or something.
No, but it was yeah. The thing about this is like the movies are what they are, but the expanded universe really fixed a lot of the shit that was going on. I mean, my biggest I actually enjoy like the Clone Wars micro series because it actually fixes a lot of the bullshit that goes around with this, and the comic books fixes a lot of the like, what doesn't make sense, or just like now he's a little orphan Andy.
Oh man.
Okay,
this is my recommendation. Don't watch Attack of the Clones. Just watch Robot Chicken.
just watch Robot Chicken. Yep. Or if you want to watch some good Clone Wars stuff, just watch the micro series. It'll that Anakin is amazing. Like with his like little golden arm.
Oh
That
yeah.
is cool. Yeah, I will say I like the prequels, but the expanded universe does make it even better. Especially Darth Plagueis makes me. Again, if I'm judging the movies on themselves, I still like Episode 1, and I think it's a better film than 2. But Darth Plagueis makes Episode 1 a whole nother level, just because I'm thinking about like what's going on in the background.
I agree. And also, if you really want to get into Episode 1, read those. Like, I know it's hard to find like copies of the Jedi Apprentice books, but that really fleshes out Qui-Gon a lot, because like I always thought like the biggest, because Qui-Gon's so awesome, and then you just don't know a lot about him. Like, he's Obi-Wan's master, but you don't really know a lot about him in the movie.
The Jedi Apprentice books are absolutely wonderful.
Yeah,
Indeed.
I wish freaking Del Rey or Disney or whoever would freaking reprint them in like one big book.
Yeah, really. They did it for
but
the
they
Jedi
can't
Quest
do it because
and Jedi Apprentice, but not.
'Cause
Or sorry, Jedi. The last.
I don't believe that. I mean, Disney has a relationship with Scholastic through Marvel and stuff like that, so it's not impossible. It's
what
really
about
not.
what about who brought out the fucking Young and Junior Jedi Knights books? Berkeley Boulevard or something they were called. I think that was a subdivision of Bantam. I don't know, but I still think it should be possible if they actually want to. But
does
they
Bantam
just don't
still
care.
exist or no?
What?
Does Bantam still exist? I haven't seen Bantam.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, if it's Disney, they have money. Just buy the rights back. Okay, it's not. I guarantee whoever has them, just like throw like $1 million at them, and they'll be like, "Yeah, okay."
Reprint Galaxy of Fear. Reprint Jedi
Oh my goodness,
Prince.
yes.
Reprint Jedi Apprentice. Reprint Young Jedi Knights. Reprint
Jedi Prince. Jedi
Yes,
Prince.
if they're gonna
Galaxy
do
of Fear,
instead of doing
And-
all these. Sorry.
and reprint the freaking Dark Forces novellas. Disney, do it.
Yes.
Do it.
Especially Dark. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! They are back in a relationship with Dark Horse. They should have the rights now.
Yeah, and instead of
I
doing,
never bought the argument that Matt made. Oh, well, they don't have the rights to it. Bullshit. What do you mean? It's Star Wars. They have the rights to it. It's their intellectual property.
I was gonna say, instead of all these essential collections of books that we already have, they should reprint all of those in an essential collection.
That would have been awesome.
That I would have actually been.
The
I would have
essential
applauded Disney.
reprint collection.
Yes, it's such a reprint. You can just do like because the books are so not big. Like
Oh,
they're not.
oh, they don't have a digital version. Guess who has one? I have them. I have the fucking. I've ripped them off from my fucking Hungry Ewok.
Yeah.
Oh, but Disney.
Yeah.
They have nothing.
Here's the thing about it. Disney just either does not know these books exist or they don't care.
They don't care.
They don't care. They don't care. And here's the thing. You got to make them care. Just tell them we're not asking for the EU to continue, even though we want that. We just want the freaking young adult novels, okay? We want the Jedi Apprentice, the Jedi Prince. We want Galaxy of Fear. Just put them in one freaking huge book. Just one novel, because they're not that big. Just put them in one book.
You don't have to spend a lot of money on them, like to make them.
Yeah.
So you don't have to hire someone to write them because they already exist. Just print them again.
Yeah.
The Essential Young Adult Collection. Yeah, it's stupid. It's
Essentially Younglings collection.
Oh no!
Yes.
Essential
yes.
Young Liz Collection. The Essential Jedi Librarian Collection.
Yeah.
What? It's really. I don't know. This. Some of the things that he does even make sense. Like they do one thing and they just like it just baffles mine.
Yeah, and since we are talking about reprints, the fucking Epic collections, they take forever to come out and they never get reprinted. To me, it looks like they print a couple hundreds of them, or maybe thousands, and then they just throw them out there, and then they just once they are gone, they are gone.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't really understand because like. If you compare like what Marvel does with their like Epic collections, because Epic collections is like a term Marvel uses for like old shit. Okay, that's the old shit banner. So like shit from the 70s, the 60s, the 80s at Marvel. DC does a similar thing. They all go into reprint immediately. If they're reprinted, they're getting reprinted again. You know, like the what am I thinking? Like if like a Spider-Man story, from the 80s or something, it's getting reprinted 100 million times. It's going to get reprinted. So I don't really understand only this one reprint policy. Like, okay, we reprinted the Epic collection and it's out of stock. Like, what? It doesn't make any sense.
It's crazy. I don't know what the fuck they are doing.
Yeah. I think that's more just like Marvel not giving enough of a fuck to Disney. Yeah. But, you know.
I mean, we know Marvel also doesn't pay the people.
Oh, they've not paid the people. I mean, they've been doing that since 1960. 1960s. The guy who created like the Fantastic Four, Thor, he never got paid. He's like, okay, we'll pay you for your work. And it's like, well, I would like my ownership of it because I created it. It's like, nope, can't do that. So it's like,
yeah.
But yeah, it's I don't really understand it. I mean. I do give Marvel credit. They are putting in a good effort with these. Like, so if you, the only problem with it is like once they go out of print, it is expensive to get these. Like people would like, how much does a normal trade paperback usually cost? I haven't bought one in a while.
But for me at least, between 30 and 40 euros. So probably the same in dollars.
Yeah. So
they are already kind of expensive.
Yeah, I saw like it was last time I saw it was like $29.99 USD.
Oh yeah, it can be 20-ish to $30.
Yeah, about that range. So, but once they go out of print, people are selling it for $100. I was like, what? Get out of here! Like, there is no reason to pay for that.
Yeah, just get them digitally.
Yeah, especially because you could get them digitally. You can get them any way you want. Like, I mean, it's just like the problem is, it's like, there's so many gaps. That's the problem. Like the young adult, like if you want to have like a collection like Matt Wilkins does, which that man's freaking like Indiana Jones with his damn books. Like he's got them all. I think he even has a copy of Lightsider. He sounds like he has a copy of Lightsider. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we have to talk about this.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll just talk about that right now. Like, I was asking Matt on his stream like a couple nights ago if he thought Lightsider would ever come out. He's like, "Yep, it's coming out. I guarantee it." It's like, I hope that's true because that would be like the biggest thing for the EU since Heart of the Jedi came out.
Yeah. Did you ask him after Tom Veach died?
Yes, it was It was like a week ago.
Oh, okay.
It was like a week ago. It was one of his nightcaps. It was like a week ago.
Okay. Because as we all know, the history, Tom Veach said, "I'm never gonna publish it. I'm gonna rework it and publish it as part of another book." But apparently he never did this before he died.
Yeah.
So presumably the story Lightsider still exists, like it's around somewhere in his house or whatever. And now the idea is apparently that his family might release it. Maybe.
I think they will because when they gave the message out that he died, they mentioned Star Wars fans. So I because Star Wars fans were actually heartbroken when he died because if you don't know Tom Veach, he didn't really do anything outside of he wasn't like a mainstream comics artist or comics writer. He really did Star Wars and like indie stuff. So, so that's mostly what he's known for. So, yeah. So I don't know for sure. I don't know the family. So, but it's perfectly legal to do that. As long as you're not selling it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like with Heart of the Jedi. But
yeah,
I mean, I hope it happens. But Matt, he makes it sound like it's definitive, and maybe he knows something we don't know. But then again, he is Matt Wilkins.
Yeah.
And we just have to be careful. Nothing against him, but
no. Yeah, I here's the thing. Here's how I put it. I wouldn't be surprised in the least if in a couple months, Lightside.
Darksider is the sequel.
That's the sequel. Lightsider pops up on the internet, and it's like, oh, here you go. It's
sequel
like
to the In Between Cool.
Yeah, it's like and I think that would be great because Cam as a character is so interesting, but he doesn't talk at all, and so we can actually get to know his character,
Yeah.
But it's, I think Escape from Dagu will also kind of go that route, is my opinion.
Maybe.
Eventually, hopefully, hopefully somebody just leaks it.
Yeah, and maybe we will get Escape from Dagu at some point.
Yeah. It's like, we never thought Heart of the Jedi would come out, so it came out. So
or the Hungarian Han Solo novels.
Yes. They're being translated right now.
Yeah, those will probably come out whenever because, if you don't know, Hungarian is like a language that defies logic.
It's a dead language. It's more dead than Latin, but yeah.
Yeah, because Hungary doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist on the map.
Yeah, no one speaks it.
Yeah, except the people who do. It's like a secret society. It's like Finnish. People don't. Nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about. Shout out to Finland.
But yeah, I mean, I read the first one. I think it's pretty good, and it's obviously the beginning of a trilogy. Yeah. So I'm curious how this is gonna turn out at the end.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. So do we consider those part of the EU since they're straight up bootlegs, or?
So my opinion of it is they didn't have direct contact with Lucasfilm, but they were the official publisher in that country.
Yes.
So, and I mean, they didn't even tell the authors that this was essentially fan fiction. The authors were like, "Oh, this is real.
Yeah,
this is real Star Wars stuff we are writing." So I would,
So
I
long
put
as
it
it's
in
not
this.
contradictory, I'd include it.
Yeah, I would put it in the same category as the German Heine Minis,
Yeah,
which is
I would as
they
well.
are essentially infinities. They are part of the expanded universe, but they are only canon if you want to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I would want to because they
So
don't
kind of
really
like
contradict.
yeah. And to be honest, that's pretty common from what I understand in the post Cold War era Eastern Bloc, that a lot of people were just straight up bootlegging stuff. I mean, I can't even remember. There's like a story in Poland where like some guy was like, I think he made like Lord of the Rings books that weren't sanctioned by the Tolkien estate, but he was told by the publisher that, oh yeah, this is okay. You can write a sequel to the Three Kings in Polish. He did it, and then it's like a huge lawsuit happened. So
Oh my god.
yeah,
I'd
that
imagine.
stuff's pretty common in 1990s Eastern Europe, from what I understand.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
but
will, I will say this. I do think the Heine Minis could have been more in terms of like fan fiction content.
yeah.
Because they only have like this, what would you call it? It's not an overarching story. It's this like framing device that it takes place 981 years after the Battle of Yavin.
Yeah, it's something for sure. I mean, they're
Yeah.
canon, but only in Hungary. That's funny. That would be funny if the canon system works well. You know, if this country came out with this canon in the United States, but it's not
oh my
canon in Germany.
Oh my god, the Chinese novel is also only canon to China.
Yeah, they actually did that. God.
Is it actually just canon to China? No, I think it is canon to the whole Disney canon, right?
Yeah, but they won't admit it.
Yeah, and they will never mention anything from it.
Yeah, well,
because
somebody should ask Matt Martin what he thinks of the canonicity of his Majesty the Prince. Is he a top tier Disney canon writer? You know,
his name is His Majesty the King.
the King. Sorry, not the Prince.
And oh my god, I mean, he would probably say something like, "I love China, great people, great book," and then this would be it.
I love China.
Didn't J.J. Abrams say something like that? There were a bunch of like retards in the audience once asking J.J., when are we going to see Asian people in Star Wars? And J.J. was like, go Asia.
Wasn't there Asian people in the prequels? I'm pretty sure there were.
There are Asian people in Return of the Jedi.
Yes, there are. I forgot about that.
Is Jan Orso not Asian?
I'm pretty sure she is.
Yeah, Jan Orso is definitely Asian. For
now
sure.
In the 90s.
Even though races in Star Wars don't really correspond with anything.
No, they don't.
Wait, someone pointed this out to me. I think there is I think it was Steve Perry's idea in like MedStar. There are these humans. They are described like looking like Chinese people, basically. And their planet, they are like skilled martial artists. And I remember some people calling Steve Perry a massive racist because of it.
All right.
I don't think Steve Perry's being racist. If you know Steve Perry, he's like super into martial arts. That's how Terrace Kai or whatever.
Terrace Casey, yeah.
Terrace. That's based on a Finnish word like Iron Fist or whatever. You know, he's super into martial arts. So he probably just thought, all right, see, kind. Hope I pronounced that right. Sorry if I butchered the German language. I don't think he was being racist. I just think he's a super martial arts addict. He probably just thought, whatever.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of weirdos said it like, oh my god, he has Asian characters described looking Asian, and they are martial artists. Racist.
Well, the whole damn Avatar universe is racist.
Avatar, the most racist show on television.
I can't wait to watch the Netflix.
Oh my god, yeah, right. They are still doing a live action series.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I told Noah in the Discord, right? I said I think this is going to be worse than the Kathleen Kennedy. I'm not even going to blame M Night Shyamalan. I'm going to blame Kathleen Kennedy on this. The Kathleen Kennedy Avatar movie.
Yes.
I think it's going to be worse because apparently the leaks are going around. Take it what you will. There is going to be a sex scene in that goddamn show.
Oh my god, between
A
It's gonna be
sex.
like Halo with Master Cheeks.
Okay, hold on.
Oh,
And-
what?
and-
It would be great to have a sex scene in Avatar. What are you saying? Between which characters?
Appa Momo.
I heard it was somebody. It was gonna be Sokka that was gonna have sex.
What?
I mean, he does.
I
Get
mean, he
around.
deserves it, but what?
I don't know. He's gonna
I
have
mean, we
sex.
know,
with
we
the-
know he did.
He's gonna.
He did in
do
the
you-
show.
Who?
I mean, we know.
Who
I
is
mean,
the chick? The
guys,
chick from Kyoshi Island. He was with. He's probably have sex with her.
Yeah.
Suki? Oh yeah, definitely. That's heavily implied in the show. Remember
Yes,
when
yeah,
Zuko
but-
walked into the tent?
Yeah. Here's the thing.
That's rough, buddy.
Here's the thing. It's that show is gonna be terrible, but I'm gonna watch it. And the thing about the Halo show is like, I've seen like one episode of it. It's like, no, I'm not even a fan of Halo. Like, I'm not. I didn't grow up on those games. Like, if you want to tell me like a military space shooter, you could talk to me about Killzone. But
Is
Halo,
I
That's
like Halo.
Is Troy Denning writing for the show? Because
No.
he's
for
a Halo
sure,
guy now.
for sure. I mean, Master Cheeks is busting cheeks in that show.
Here's the thing. Like, it's supposed to
Clapping them cheeks.
It's supposed to be like Infinities, right? Where it's not actually canon, which is fine. But if you're gonna make changes to the show, or from the actual canon, then it should be like either in service to the plot or a better thing than the actual games did. But nothing they've done has been better. And I see
Okay,
Master
I wanna
Chief
ask-
naked more than I actually see him in his damn suit.
Can I ask you a question? Because there's a big divide in the Halo fandom, especially in the video games.
Mhm.
Is this better than anything 343 has done, or is this
No.
worse?
No,
Huh.
343 is way better. 343, the issue with the 4, 4, and 5 is only that Master Chief talks a lot. He talks a lot in those games, as compared to in the first 3 games where he's more of an insert to the player. But
Well, here's the thing. Like, what it feels like to me is Paramount decided that they needed like a Star Wars type franchise, because this is not. Because Halo, from what I understand, is military science fiction. It's not space fantasy. So they
No.
needed like something like space fantasy type or whatever. So they just said, "Fuck it,
Yes.
make Halo."
We do need Star Wars Theory interviewing Dylan about his Chinese novel.
Yes.
Since we have uncovered his secret.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Dylan is His Majesty the King.
Yeah. Dylan lives in Beijing right now. He's right on the
With his
computer.
piss couch. He
Yeah.
traveled all the way there on his piss couch.
Yeah, he lives in the Forbidden Palace, or whatever it's called. No, I mean that show. I watched one episode. And
watched
I'm not
all
even
of
a
it.
Halo fan, but I know Master Chief shouldn't be taking his helmet off every goddamn 5 seconds. Like,
No.
what?
the first time they try to trick us in the first episode, they gave me false hope, because when he did it the first time, at least within the context of the episode, like, this girl wouldn't listen. She wouldn't trust him because it's just a faceless mask that she's talking to, and she didn't want to trust him. And so he thought the only way to get her to stop being a little brat and to actually listen to him was if she could see that he's a person in need. That one made sense, and it's supposed to be like a big moment because he took it off. But then he doesn't in every episode, which kind of makes it go, okay, well then it was a
Every
big
clip
moment
I've
for you.
seen of the show, his helmet is off.
Yes, basically he hardly ever wears it. But yeah, with the video games, it is like more military, but like the whole thing is like they're already diving into like the government itself being evil and stuff, which the books and stuff don't, and the game itself don't do till the 4th game, because you have 3 games where like you're just the hero, and the
And you have
army's
Reach as
helping
well.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Reach as well. But like the government being evil and stuff, you're supposed to dive more into later. Like, yes, already we had the book where we learned that they stole children, which is bad, yes.
Yes.
But if you're gonna do
They stole
deconstruction
children?
stuff,
Was this written by Karen Travis?
No, this has been Halo lore since
No,
the
this-
first game.
no, this been
Ah,
here.
God damn it.
Yeah, because they wrote 3 books, with the launch of the first game coming out, and they were by Eric Nyland and Joseph
know-
Staten, I think.
You know, the one I am so afraid of, because I'm such a huge Mass Effect fan.
Oh yes.
They're going to do a Mass Effect TV show on Amazon. I was like, oh no.
Okay,
Oh,
but to
no.
be fair, there's already a lot of sex and cheeks in there.
That's not what I'm. That is not what I'm. That is not what I'm afraid of. Okay,
Yeah.
that is not. Just that they're gonna fuck it up. Like what they're gonna do with Halo.
Yes.
They're just gonna fuck it up. Like they're just gonna be like, they're just gonna be like, oh, here's Commander Shepard. Like, you know, you guys
It's gonna
remember
be a
him?
female. That's the canon. No, it's female.
I never really. That's never really mattered to me.
No,
It's
that's
never
fair.
mattered. Because you could choose to play a female ever since
Yeah, you
3.
could.
So
And I prefer playing as female anyway because she has a better. The voice actress is better.
yeah, Jennifer Hale, whatever his name is. No, I just think like they're just gonna do like Amazon's like, okay, we need Star Wars because
Yes, nameless.
we need to make our own Star Wars. And it's like, okay. So the great thing about Mass Effect is if you play the games and read the comics. I haven't read I've read like a couple pages of the book
Ooh,
yet, but
Dietz wrote it.
the book that was so bad it got decanonized. Okay, that is an accomplishment. Okay, not even a Star Wars novel in the new canon has been officially decanonized. Okay,
The closest was
Ahsoka, but that was not stated by Lucasfilm. This is not canon. Okay, it was de facto, but not. You know, they didn't go out and say. BioWare had to come out and say, "Oh, this shit is not canon. This shit is so bad. It is cut it. Don't even buy it."
Okay, guys, since we are still a Star Wars stream, let's talk about
Yeah.
Jason Solo's question.
All
I
right.
have no idea what's going on with that show because I don't care. Apparently, Hayden is back. I don't care.
Oh, here's the thing. Here's what I think it's gonna be. Okay, the Kenobi show is going to mine the prequels for whatever.
Every single meme is gonna be in this show.
Yeah, I think so. I just, to be honest, if you guys want to see what Kenobi was doing on Tatooine when Luke was growing up, just read Kenobi. Just read it. It's perfect.
Well, Kenobi works because it's shortly after after Order 66, and so like he's trying not to do stuff, but he keeps getting involved.
Yeah,
and that works that way. And then you have like the 2 books in Last Jedi, which is understandable why he came and helped. But then he's supposed to stay on there for most of the time and not actually do anything.
And then there's Old Wounds.
Yeah.
Yes, Old Wounds, if we're counting that, which
we should. I mean, we can at this point. Like, it doesn't matter.
Here's the problem I see with the show, just based on it looks like Kenobi's like just flaunting that he's out here. Like he's just out here, like being like, hey, I'm out here, guys. Because like if you're being hunted by the most powerful Sith ever in the history of the galaxy, you need to stay down, be quiet, and wait for Luke to get.
It's
ready.
Also 10 years after episode 3, so he shouldn't be so mopey and depressed anymore. He should have talked to Qui-Gon by this point and be content with his position.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a spontaneous decision to make this stream.
Yeah.
As you can see, Josh isn't on here because he disappeared 2 weeks
but
ago.
welcome on.
He is he's gone into meditation. He's hiding in the forest like Robin Hood.
But yeah.
I didn't know it was 10 years after. I didn't know it was 10 years after. Like I thought it was like immediately after.
No.
I got the impression it was like immediately after, like a couple months.
No.
The only thing I have
Order,
seen,
the video game, is closer to episode 3 than Kenobi is.
That's ridiculous.
The only thing I have seen from the Kenobi show is like this picture.
Maybe they'll make Cal Kestis in the show.
They probably will. I bet.
So the only thing I've seen from the Kenobi show was this picture of the guy who played young Owen Lars.
Yeah.
And apparently he's also back.
Yeah.
And I think from the one picture I've seen, he actually looks
he does
good.
look
like I could believe him turning into old man Owen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's about
Obi-Wan 10 years before episode 4 should not look like Ewan McGregor anymore.
Yeah, because by the time we meet him in episode 4, he's an old man.
Because he literally stared into the sun for too long.
Yeah, in the Kenobi novel, it's really great.
Yeah,
There's the section where Annaline's like, yeah, you gotta watch out because like you get all the wrinkles from the 2 suns, and he's like, oh really? And then he takes off his helmet and just stares directly at it.
And that makes sense because we live in a world with one sun, but imagine two suns. Like,
And
what
he
what that
wants to
does to your
look
skin.
different. It helps
Yeah.
with hiding. So
Yeah, I mean, over and under, how likely is you think this show has Yoda in it?
I
Oh
don't
my
know
god.
about Yoda.
I would say there's an 80% chance at least
You
that
think
he's
they're
gonna
gonna
be
put?
in it. Maybe it's a dream, maybe it's a vision, maybe it's a
No, I think
hollow
he actually goes to
communication.
I think he goes to Dagobah and
Oh!
meets Yoda.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I think
oh
that's
my
what
god,
they're
that's
gonna do.
Doing that.
okay. That's stupid enough. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, but he'll be a puppet, so that way it's better. So that way all the OT fans can be happy.
Like you protected his mother, or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be savage, I think.
The only thing I'm really hyped for is like I know Liam Neeson's gonna be in the show. I know it for sure. He's gonna be a Force
No.
ghost.
Oh my god. Yeah. Right.
He's gonna be a Force. He's not. No, he's not gonna appear. He's like, hey, I wasn't actually dead. Darth Maul did not kill me. I've just been hanging
I
around.
mean, hey, Darth Maul didn't
They
die.
burned him alive.
Yeah, I'm not actually dead, Kenobi. I've just been
Darth
deceiving
Maul
you.
got cut in half and he returned.
Yeah. Maybe Liam Neeson isn't actually dead. Not Liam Neeson. Qui-Gon is not actually dead. He's
Yeah,
just chilling on that.
Liam Neeson
No,
is not
Liam
dead
Neeson
yet.
is alive. Qui-Gon died, but Liam Neeson survived.
Yeah,
Qui-Gon is not gonna show up in the show. It's
I guarantee you
actually
Liam Neeson is going to be in this show because Liam Neeson needs a paycheck bad. I mean, have you seen his recent movies? Oh my god!
I've seen the posters. They all look the same.
Yeah, this man has been typecast into taken 15. I mean, oh my god!
Yeah, it's this fake movie factory that Red Letter Media talked about. All these elderly has-been movie stars that are just starring in like bottom of the barrel trash.
Yeah, like Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he has like dementia.
Yeah,
and
I know.
he has retired recently.
He is retired. Yeah, I
You
mean,
burnt my body. Now I've come to return the favor.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's gonna be a Force ghost. He's gonna because I think what they're gonna
That was my
somehow
Batman Begins
Qui-Gon
reference.
return. No. What's gonna be revealed is that Qui-Gon is training Luke. That's how I got
Qui-Gon
the
guys.
Qui-Gon
Qui-Gon is gonna
Obi-Wan.
team up with Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
God.
is Ahsoka gonna be in the show?
I think so.
Oh my god, she's still. Oh no. Oh,
Is
no.
Dave Filoni producing the show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, then yeah.
She meets
Is she
everybody
gonna go?
important.
Is she gonna go to Kenobi to get like help or something, and then?
She's running away from the Empire. Run straight to Kenobi so she can mess up his plans.
Yeah.
No, I just think it's
Kenobi
like
is just like this depressed asshole. He's like Luke in Last Jedi.
Of course,
This is-
because our heroes must be not themselves and hate life. Because men can't just be...
But Ahsoka will show him that he has to move on.
Right.
no. I
Oh
just
my
think
God. I can
it's
see it
gonna
in my head.
it's gonna be
Evan
interesting.
Peel survived the episode in the Clone Wars and in the Legends novel, and he is now going to appear in Kenobi. And Scott Johnson is just...
Every actor who's still alive will show up.
Hey, does that mean never mind. It's I think it. I think it's.
You think Filoni is gonna care that he breaks his own show's lore?
He already contradicted the Ahsoka novel and the Kanan or whatever the fudge his name is comics.
I mean, those are tie-ins. He doesn't give a fuck about what
I
other
know.
people do with
Yeah,
his,
yeah. Why wouldn't he care? I mean,
his property.
It's all about the story. As long as the story is good, then you don't have to care about.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal. Hold on. Let me just say this. Okay, Steven Seagal doesn't even live in America anymore. I think he lives in fucking Russia now.
Oh yeah, he does.
I see this man is out here with Putin on the damn TV saying, "Oh yeah, you're invading Ukraine. Okay, bro." Like
I remember I saw a clip of Seagal like from a year ago or something, where he was defending Putin and like Trump or something, and he was like, "Vladimir Putin is a great man," and he said it with like a weird fake accent. It's
he's actually
a strange creature.
This not to get on a Russian bashing train, but Russia is so weird. Like they want people to like defend them, but they can't find anybody who's actually popular or relevant, so they just bring in like these old ass like action stars. This is the guy you want cheerleading the invasion of Ukraine. Yeah, great.
Steven Seagal says it's okay.
No,
What were we talking about?
Oh no, we were talking about Qui-Gon
Qui-Gon
appearing.
appearing in Kenobi.
Who else is gonna appear? We're gonna bring back every meme. We're gonna bring back every living actor.
Hello there. It's gonna be a thing.
Oh, that's definitely gonna be in there.
I think
Wouldn't be surprised if there was a So Uncivilized at one point.
Definitely. All the memes.
I like
Another
how-
happy ending.
I like how every damn show in like the Mandoverse, that's what I call it, like these damn Dave Filoni shows, I just call them the Mandoverse, have to take place in Tatooine. Like they can't go anywhere else
Because it's cheap to film in a desert or on a set that looks like a desert.
I know they could just. I
To
know.
be fair,
like,
the Kenobi novel's only on Tatooine.
I get that, but don't you just
That
think it's
works
like?
because we have like 15 million other books that are globetrotting adventures.
Yeah, but they're gonna globe travel. They're gonna go to different planets in the show, I promise. But that's a problem because he shouldn't.
Well,
be.
they're gonna go
The
to Dagobah for sure. Yeah, for sure.
The one fucking show where they shouldn't do this, it's the one where they do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's weird. It's like
that would be the only good way. So that'd be the only way I watch the show.
Oh my god, imagine if like Palpatine's fucking abomination clone child, who is the dad
you know
of
what?
Rey,
You know what's gonna
he's
happen?
actually Ken. He's the Disney
Ken
version
Palpatine
of
can
Ken.
travel the multiverse and goes to destroy the Disney universe.
Ken Palpatine goes full Bully Maguire. Oh yeah, Bale cameo,
Dig on
Leia
this.
cameo, R2 and
No,
C-3PO.
I think you're gonna see a young Han in this show as well. Like he's
Oh my god, yeah.
like
They're gonna
Han Solo.
Oh my god, guys, they're gonna reuse the idea from George. He's gonna be friends with Yoda and like grew up among the Wookiees. I mean, he would be. This is 10 years later, so he would.
Well,
be
they do
in
have the
his 20s
Solo
or
movie,
something.
which I don't know. I think they already have a backstory from there, but they could easily contradict it. But
Oh yeah, if they
do.
really want to.
I mean, does Solo take does take place 10 years before New Hope? Is that confirmed? Because they could just say, well, you know, that
I
took
love
place
the dark
5 years.
times, Nicholas.
They could just say, well, this took place 5 years. 20 years before A New Hope. So he could appear. You know what? They're gonna use the Mos Eisley Cantina again. I guarantee you.
Sure. Yeah.
It's
We're gonna hear the music. The exact
jizz
same
music.
band is gonna be there. We're gonna get a lot of jizz. Exactly, Alex.
So much jizz.
And they are gonna play the exact same song. They have been playing the exact same song in the same cantina for 20 years.
They're one-hit wonders.
This is
They have
like
about,
the,
like, one
the
single,
Family
that's all
Guy,
they play.
the Family Guy bit. Thank you. We're the Cantina band.
I mean-
if you
I
have any
mean-
song wishes, please tell us. Play the same song.
I mean
again.
that's what's so great about the EU is like they actually gave a backstory to those guys and it's actually
Yeah, they did.
interesting. That and the Mac, like who in the right mind thought, you know what? Who wants to know about the Max Rebo band? And they made a good story out of it, you know?
Who wants to know about the fat guy that cried over the Rancor in episode 6? Oh, we have a story for that.
That was maybe Kevin J. Anderson's best work, aside
Yep.
from Redemption.
I haven't read it. I just know I've heard about it, and I'm so excited. Just
No,
to
you,
know
you,
what-
should, you should read it. Tales from the Most not both. Tales from Jabba's Palace is great.
I will when I get to it chronologically. I just read the
Yeah.
Jabba the Hutt comics, and those are a fun time.
No, to be honest, Tales of the Mos Eisley Cantina. You know who has the best story in there? Tom Peach. He's got the best one in there. I mean,
yeah, the Greedo backstory, which Filoni contradicted. At least
course.
he tried to.
he actually made Greedo an interesting character, and actually, he's like, oh wow, he's actually not
Yeah.
the worst guy in
Yeah,
the planet.
because I'm so anal. I read the first couple chapters of that short story because they would have taken place earlier. Because obviously it lines up with episode 4, but I read a bit of it and then stopped because I saw it was heading toward episode 4. So I'll get back to it. But that's how insane I am with chronology.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, this Max Rebo is gonna be in it. Who else? Who has another reason to be in here?
Jabba.
So we have, okay,
Jabba.
Luke, Leia, Han, Jabba, definitely Jabba, Ahsoka, Vader, R2, 3PO, Bail Organa,
Mhm.
Mon Mothma.
Maybe Mama.
Bon Mothma. She
Mon
just chilled on
Mothma is-
Tatooine.
Oh yeah, she's on vacation, fun in the
Yeah.
sun. And then there's
Just getting her tan.
who else would be there? There
A
was
team
someone. I had-
flashback would be acceptable.
Lando.
Cantina band.
Lando's gonna be there.
Oh, Lando, young Lando.
Oh yeah.
Boba Fett,
Him-
definitely.
Him and Han are just gonna be chilling at the bar. It's like
Yeah,
just play it.
Satine flashbacks with an actress who doesn't look like Satine.
You know
I love how all the Mandalorians are Aryan now.
what?
Yeah.
What do you mean they're Aryans?
Have you seen TCW? Almost every single person on Mandalore, I put in quotation marks, has like blonde hair and blue eyes.
That's weird because
Mandalorians are
the guy they
Germans now.
based
They're literally
guys-
Nazis.
that's weird because the guy who plays Jango Fett, who is like who all the
That's browner
Mandalorians are
than all
based
of them.
on, he's from New Zealand.
Well, in canon, he's
He's
not
a tribe.
actually-
He's from a
he's-
tribe. Right?
The canon tries to merge both the Legends idea and their own idea, which is that people are born into it, but you can also be adopted into it. So, Boba or Jango was like not actually a Mandalorian, but he was like a
That's
part of the
stupid.
culture.
Stupid.
Like, why not just say then that everyone's adopted like they did originally?
You know, they just don't want to hear my idea. You know, because Kara Travis loves Mandalore. I hate it. So I propose. Would I write my EU novel, the Dantooine trilogy? It's gonna continue after the Ruins of Dantooine. It's gonna
Best book.
the best book, the Dantooine trilogy. That how the Sith and the Jedi and the Mandalorians are like the three sides of the galaxy, right? Apparently.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the Tales of the Jedi, they were a big threat.
Oh, for sure. I'm not for sure.
And like compared to the Sith, they were the only other big threat to the Jedi.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I just think
I can understand the animosity that they have.
I get it. I
throughout the
just
universe.
think that the whole Kara Travis, they're better than the Jedi. It's like shut up, stop it, stop it.
Fair.
The Jedi are the only force for good in the galaxy. Come on.
Look, I will say I do understand like with certain characters that are like the Barden Jusik, who I actually think is a pretty good character because he's not constantly bashing the Jedi. It's more of like he's only had like the Jedi are more of like coworkers and family. And so when he meets like a father figure.
Okay, guys, you talk about this. I'm gonna go to the toilet.
Oh, no,
Okay, cool, no problem. I'm not saying the Jedi are not flawed. I mean, if you play KOTOR, the guy I can't remember his name.
The bald dude.
Yeah, the bald dude. I can't remember his name. I love that game. I should know his name. He has a lot of good
black
points.
guy or the white guy?
The black guy.
Yeah. Oh, that's
he has a lot of good points.
No.
Yeah, I mean, he's a lot of good. The Jedi are not perfect.
Jolie.
Yeah. He they act like a religion at times when they should just act like an order for good sometimes, and they get in their own way at sometimes. We see that in the prequels. They get in their own way, and
Yeah.
But they have their flaws, but compared to the Sith, they're angels compared to the Sith and Mandalorians.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, for sure. But I'm just saying I can understand why Mandalorians with their history would think of the Jedi in a bad light.
Oh, I understand that, but as I was saying,
It doesn't mean they're right.
No, absolutely not. I mean,
opinion.
Yeah, when I write the Dantooine trilogy, if the natives of Dantooine are called the Dantari, and they're pretty much cavemen. So so what I'm going to do is make them the true heirs of the Empire. They're going to take over the entire galaxy and turn it into the Flintstones. I mean, it's just going to be perfect. I'm just going to, everybody will stop speaking basic and just start grunting at each other. It's just going to be perfect.
Yeah. Sivert makes a good point about the Mandalorians being big in 4000 BBY, and that's kind of there's a thing that Kreia says to what's his name? To Canderous in the second KOTOR game, where she like prophesies it's how like your people are gonna be irrelevant moving forward. Like you're gonna try to bring them back to the height of power, but they'll never be what they once were.
We're still on Mandalorians. I guess then we can also talk about Revelation.
Yeah.
Did you know that the Mandalorians are fucking awesome and they are the best of the best? And the Sith always hire the Mandalorians to fight for them because the Mandalorians are super awesome.
They did.
Once.
You see, that's the Mandalorian's problem. It's like they're so warlike. That's all they know. Like if you thing about an empire is if all you're focused on is conquest, you can't govern anybody. Like nobody likes being under the Mandalorians because all it is war, 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 and more war. It's like,
And then when peacetime comes, they don't know how to do that.
yeah, it's like the Jedi are super flawed, but at least when they come around,
At least the prequel Jedi.
oh, for sure. I mean, but when they come around, it's usually, they. I mean, usually.
That's another thing. If Karen Travis is all for Altus's sect with Callista and everything, then she should. Then when she wrote her books in the Legacy of the Force series, and she should have absolutely been praising Luke's Jedi Order because it's essentially the same, if not better.
Yeah.
So
But
she
no,
should,
they are evil Nazi monsters.
yeah. To be like, see, I agree that was stupid in those books.
I mean,
no
Luke's
argument
Jedi
there.
Order is like the Jedi Order that everybody should strive to be. It's like it's not too
Exactly.
rigid. It's not, but it's not going to let you, become like a dark Jedi or whatever. It's got rules, but it's like you don't have to wear your robes if you don't want to. If you want to, you can. But
Yeah.
it's like it's I don't know. Luke's Jedi Order is
Well,
like
Luke saw all the flaws of the past and conformed it to work with the present, and it worked for the most part. Sure, people still fell away, but that was more of their issue than a him. Like he provided all the ways for you
and
not
he
to
and he
get
redeemed
married,
so many people like
like the
Kip
Chad Kip Duran,
Kip
even though
Durant.
Noah would disagree.
And even though I wouldn't say Kyle Katarn needed to be redeemed because he wasn't out here doing out here like
he did have a lot of issues with the dark side though.
Yeah, he did have an issue, but he was never like a dark Jedi or something. But
He had moments where he
he came
slipped up.
back. He came back. Luke kind of nudged him back a little bit and got him back on the right path. But it's like you had people like Cornhorn, Kip Durant,
Yeah.
just all Chads,
Kip Duran being the ultimate one.
No,
My favorite Jedi of the new Jedi Order.
I would say Kyle Katarn is the ultimate Chad, but that's just me. But
Yeah, but he's also got video games. It's cheating.
It's cheating, but that's the only. Did you know that during Jedi Academy, that's the first time we saw Bakura on screen? It's pretty fucking dope.
That is true. That's cool. But
guys, you are all forgetting Ken.
Oh, Ken, he's too powerful that the writers didn't even want to mention him. Like,
he was so powerful, he didn't even show up. He didn't even show up.
I mean,
all by himself.
He could have been Luke's master for all we know. I mean, he's so powerful. He's just too powerful of a Jedi. I mean, he could have
defeated Ahsoka.
He should have been Mace. He should have been at least the Mace Windu of this new order.
Ken Palpatine, the Mace Windu, so rogue.
And then Luke's of course, the Yoda.
Yeah.
Then we got
the Jerry Poof.
That's a good question.
Who's the Yaddle?
The Yaddle? That's the history girl, the Tion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then
then we have Kyle, Corran, Kip, and Silgel.
Yeah,
I think they're also on the council.
Kip is Kiara Mundi. Jason.
Kip?
Yeah.
What about the Imperial's attack on the
who's the third most powerful in the prequel era that I'm trying to compare him to? Because we got Yoda and
Plo Koon?
Plo Koon.
Then Jason is Plo Koon then. Or is it Kip? No, Jason is Plo Koon.
Well, then what is Kyle?
Kyle, man, I don't know. Chase, I'm biased though.
And Corran?
Jason's better than them.
Well, Jason fell to the damn dark side. So what do you mean?
We're not talking about. I'm talking about New Jedi Order specifically.
Oh, New Jedi Order. Okay.
Okay, but who's Oppa racist?
But even if we're counting after that, then he still would be more powerful than all of them. So.
Of course he was.
So is Jason Oppa racist?
Yes.
Okay, but who is Deborah Balboa?
Kakruk, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the word. That's the thing about Kakruk. It's like he's like never. He's implied to be a member of like the New Jedi Order, but you never see him until like Legacy. It's like, oh yeah, I was a member of New Jedi.
I was
then
around.
He's apparently the Grandmaster. They don't have the title anymore in the Legacy comics, but apparently he's the leader.
Personally, I don't think he earned that. I think it just kind of fell in his lap.
Well, it did fall on him because everyone else was dead.
Because he's like an average Jedi. I mean, like, he's cool.
Well, here's the thing: he is an average Jedi,
he
but
has a cool head.
Yes. But the thing is, he has so much experience. He almost has as much experience as Yoda. I mean,
he has experience in dying. And
for sure. He just appears when somebody needed an old Jedi. The writer's like, "Oh, Kukuruk, like,
He's the only one that has survived literally everything.
This man was out here.
He makes it all the way to Legacy 2, just as an old man.
It was the thing about the Legacy. I've said this before. It's like I wanted more Legacy content because you could have had
such a good era.
It is such a good era because you could have just had people, not just the Solos and the Skywalkers. You could have had people like
like I said, the third Legacy series focusing on Lando Calrissian IV.
Yes.
Yes.
Or my idea for one of the Legacy comics is like the descendants of Kyle Katarn and Jane Core. I would have just loved to see that, but that's
And
probably
Jaden Core?
Yeah, the descendant of Jane Core. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Kyle.
No, Jane Core's not gonna be alive. I guess unless he starts cloning himself again. Maybe that's
no, I meant you mean
there is
Kyle
that
and
place.
Jaden had some kids together.
There is that place.
No.
Oh no.
There's that place he found in Riptide.
Maybe Jane Core is still alive, but a Legacy era. He just keeps cloning himself.
Yeah, from the place he found in Riptide with that was another Thrawn base or something. That was one of the weirdest things to come in between Legacy of the Force and Fate of the Jedi.
Those books are better than most of Legacy. That's the best part of the Denningverse. I'm sorry.
They're so
yes,
they're
it is.
So weird.
It's basically like Fate of the Jedi in just 2 books.
Yeah,
they're so weird though. I can't. They're not bad. I enjoy them, but they're weirder than some of the Bantam books. They're so weird.
Yeah. At least they're entertainingly weird.
Well, I didn't even. It's really impressive that they even green-lighted a book about Jane Court. Since
I was really surprised about that too. Yeah,
because Kyle Katarn never got one novel, but
Jaden
novel.
did.
But Jade did.
Oh, are we counting the William C. Ditz ones?
Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, but those are novellas.
It was an adaptation.
Okay. Yeah, those are novellas. I don't count those. And fucking Dash Render got a novel before goddamn Kyle Katarn did. What?
We need a novel of him during New Jedi Order. Cool.
I mean, if you read that comic book, Odds and Ends, like that was probably what in like that Tales comic he was in. That is what I would expect him to do. Just like be like a fucking badass and just hang out with Jan most of the time. I don't know if you've ever read that story, but that shit is awesome.
We got a Manda Zuma novel before we got a Kyle Katarn novel.
I know. That's crazy.
And Manda Zuma was a character from like an RPG from 10 years ago.
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Was that the
Oh my god, yes.
What's that novel?
What's
What's that one novel with like the librarian Jedi or whatever? That's during
Scourge.
Scourge. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, you know what we need? We need a novel about the descendants of Shaggy from the goddamn micro series. You remember the one
Shaggy?
Shaggy.
Like Zoinks, man.
Zoinks.
I gotta stop
the one Gendy the one Gendy Tartakovsky just said, okay, let me just reference Scooby-Doo in the Star Wars. So just have
he actually survived.
I mean, we also have E.T. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not supposed to actually be Shaggy. He's just supposed to look exactly like Shaggy.
Yeah. No, it might not be canon, but that's exactly Shaggy just time hopped into a different universe. Yeah. Him and Jedi.
He found the world between worlds.
Yeah.
Like I've been having too many shrooms, man.
It's pretty impressive how many references there are on Star Wars. Have you guys ever read that Indiana Jones comic? Was it either an Indiana Jones comic or a Han Solo
No,
comic?
It was a Tales comic.
It was a Tales comic. Yeah, where Han Solo
accidentally travel in time and space and land on Earth, and Han dies because some native tribes people attack him and murder him, and then Chewie becomes the Sasquatch. And like centuries later, fucking Indiana Jones finds him with Short Round.
That was so weird. It's so weird. I know it was a
canon.
Sadly, it's not canon. That Han has.
Sadly, it's not canon. I mean,
Indiana Jones is just a bunch of dreams that Han has while he's sleeping, and so that was a dream.
That's why the Nazis Han died. The Empire is so similar.
I can't believe Han died to tribes people when he has a freaking blaster pistol.
That's why the Nazis look like the Empire, because it's just Han making it up in his head.
Well, if you ask George, they're exactly quote unquote Nazis. I mean, Stormtrooper is literally based on Sturm something.
We all saw the Nazi salute in Force Awakens.
Oh, for sure.
And in the X-Wing comics. Never forget the X-Wing comics. I think it was Taiko Selchu who also does like a Hitler salute in the comics because he's like infiltrating the Imperials.
You know what's
When I-
weird about that? Like, I don't know if you know this, Noah, but in like a lot of countries, outside of Germany, that is like an actual salute. It's like if you like get like something like people do that in like Mexico. I've seen like I saw the
They
president
do
of Mexico.
Hitler salutes.
Yeah, no, but it's not the Hitler salute. It's like you know, like I don't know if you like in America, like you put your hand over your heart or something when you're telling like I
the
accept.
Pledge
I
of
believe this.
Allegiance.
Yeah, but when you do like the Pledge of Allegiance in Mexico, you just fucking put the Hitler salute up. I'll show you a picture of it in Discord. It's crazy.
Jesus.
You know what's
Okay.
funny? Sorry,
He
when
can't be retconned to be Nidex.
no, when I was reading the Diversity Alliance during the Young Jedi Knights, and I got to one of the book covers. For a second, I thought it was the Nazi flag, and I was very confused.
Oh yeah, the Diversity Alliance flag is literally a swastika.
Almost.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. It's a little bit different, but the Twi'lek Nula Tercona on the cover also looks like a female Twi'lek Hitler.
Yeah, they changed it as much as they could not to get
A
banned in
little
Germany.
bit Dave
Yeah.
Dorman having a little joke.
Yeah. Those are so good though.
It was. I don't know. It was. Dave Dorman just does not get enough credit, man. I mean, him and Drew Struzan like are the face of Star Wars for me. Like, if they did something on the art, it's just like perfect.
They were always really good.
The Bellamy salute.
But going back to Ken Palpatine, I still have to continue writing my fanfiction. Good news is, I only have 2.5 chapters left to write.
Mm.
It's not much.
Did you figure out how to get that published on Amazon yet?
No, not my Ken fanfiction. I'm just gonna write it and then maybe publish it. I don't know, on my Discord or something.
Oh, okay,
but
yeah.
What I was gonna publish was my chronology, which is finished, edited, whatever. It's done. I still need to figure out how to turn it into a PDF and how to upload it on Amazon.
Mm.
They have tips on Amazon like how to self-publish, but I'm a fucking idiot, as we know. I don't know how technology works, so that's difficult.
Yeah, we need to get Alex in for tech support.
Yeah, if anyone wants to help me, you can.
I'll see what I can do. I've never published anything on Amazon, so I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna try to get it printed on a German site. So
Yeah.
But I guess if one of you Americans can do it, please do. Like my text is in German, but you would still figure out how to print.
Yeah.
Take a whole day to translate all of it from the Google Translate onto a.
I mean, I guess I could actually translate it like chapter by chapter.
The thing about Google Translate is like I've experienced because I watch a lot of Japanese shit. Like if it's in Latin letters, Google Translate's pretty good. But if you put it in like something like Asian languages, that shit doesn't even make any sense. Like I posted like something one time. It's like cat walks down the road in Japanese, and it's like cat gets murdered by a car or something. It's like it doesn't make any sense.
That's really funny. Yeah.
Reminds me of the Chinese.
Yeah, speaking of cats dying or just something disgusting dying, when I finished the Jabba the Hutt comic,
you murdered a cat?
No, there's one panel where this guy asks Jabba if he has a kid, and he says no, and I instantly thought about freaking the TCW show with his stupid kid or whatever, and so I was like, he must have died before that, and then I had an idea.
Because now that you mentioned it, I'm thinking of the scene in fucking Rebel Dawn. Because have you read it?
Yes, I've read it before. Yeah.
Okay, so Jabba's uncle / aunt, because she turns female. Has a little baby hut, and Jabba is annoyed with the little thing. And once his uncle / aunt dies, and the little thing is still alive and crawls around on the floor, Jabba fucking murders this baby.
Yeah, what if it's because he's...
And I think it's implied he crushes it by, like, rolling over it.
Yeah. Because what I was thinking could work, because the only cool part of TCW for me was Cad Bane. I thought he was a cool bounty hunter dude. So I was thinking somewhere in between episode 3 and 4, but before that Hutt comic. And obviously, because Rebel Dawn's like right before episode 4. So, what if, like, I don't know, Prince Caesar or something? I don't know. Somebody, for some reason, because Jabba the Hutt pissed him off, had him kill his son. And then Jabba in retaliation has Boba Fett go after him. And so that's when Cad Bane dies.
The thing about Jabba in the EU is like sometimes they make him look like such a badass, and sometimes they make him look such a geek. Like he's like so
He was
stupid.
both in those Jabba comics. Literally
Like,
jumped on a
I
dude.
don't even know how people like Han is always like, oh, Jabba's like a big bad dude. And some of the shit you read in the EU is like, are you sure about that, Han? Like this guy's a geek. Like this man.
In those Jabba the Hutt comics, he chokes a dude and he jumps on the dude and you see blood splatter. The Jabba the Hutt 4-issue series is so much more bloodier than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
It was glorious.
You know, that's why I really like Prince Caesar as a character, even though he was only in like one book. It's like I always thought it was like weird that he only Jabba controls crime in the galaxy. I always thought it was kind of weird, so they kind of fixed that. It's like, well, you know, there's rival factions that don't like each other. You know.
Well, also thanks to AC Crispin, we have a lot more lore into the Hutts as a culture in general.
She
and they're
even
like,
mentioned Zorba.
Yep,
Yeah,
Zorba.
they're just
And yeah,
they're just the
Jason
mafia
Zorba,
of
please.
the universe.
Yeah, please get to work on it. Would be nice.
No,
A
just
logo.
put Bully Maguire's face, and that could be the logo.
No, it needs to be like an actual logo, like a Del Rey and Bandit. But
Okay.
don't make it. Don't like.
Don't make it a
abbreviate
swastika.
Please
Yeah,
don't.
please. No
we don't want to get
swastika.
it banned in Germany.
Yeah, and don't make it like only the letters Q and A, because then everyone is gonna think Q and A means something different.
Yeah, it's like a QAnon or something, some shit like that. Oh man. No, but yeah, it's so weird. Like Jabba is like, you know, that's one thing I really enjoy about Star Wars is like crime, like you know, crime based characters. I always thought that was cool. Like that's why I was really, you know, like that's the thing about you know, like the bounty hunters is like I think they could have done a lot more. Like you know, you have so many others like. They just focus on Boba Fett, but I was like, why don't you do more stories with IG-88 and freaking
not Dender, sorry. What's his name?
Dengar or Toilet Head or Toilet Paper Head as did Robot Chicken call him that? I think or freaking Zuckuss. I always thought Zuckuss was cool because the Gand as a race are super cool because like they have like innate force abilities, but it's just like they're blind. So they have to smell things. It's great. It's really cool.
Biggest missed opportunity was not having more stories during the dark times with Jarek.
Yes, Jarek is such a cool character.
And he has so little screen time in the EU.
I always thought, speaking of Dark Forces 2, I always thought we should have got more with Q-Ron. Like I always thought Q-Ron was such a cool character because like he was trained by Yoda. Like he was hiding, and it's like, well, you know, he's a big Jedi before Jarek kills him. So it's like, it could have been like Kenobi, like he was out in the world hiding or something. You know, it would have been cool.
Yeah, but we only got him in like a source book explaining his backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no stream, except for
what is Stream doing?
Comic.
Except for sitting around all day because he's old.
I mean, Luke gives him control of the Jedi Order in Black Fleet Crisis.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I just think, like, what do you really do with Stream, though? Like, what can you do?
I mean, he and he established a Jedi Academy.
Hey, freaking Peleon's old. Dude, Peleon's super old, but he does stuff. I mean...
I know, but, like, what are we gonna do? We have a whole story of him, like, I don't know, training younglings, I guess? I don't know. I love Street. I'm just saying, like,
No. Street is gonna be the main character in the Dantooine trilogy. I guarantee it. The Dant.
Blow minds.
I really should write like some shitty fan fiction continuing Ruins of Dantooine.
Yes, because we need to know how the story concludes for our two main characters.
True.
Does Mistflyer, everyone's favorite character, and Finn, another Finn.
Yeah, another Finn. You know what? I'll write it where at the end of the third book they find at the end of the third book they'll find the old Jedi not the Jedi Academy, the Jedi base in Dantooine because for KOTOR, and they just find like a bunch of freaking lightsabers. And they start like an army. where they fight with lightsabers. Though. It's something stupid like that. Or they find the Ebon Hawk or something. I don't freaking know.
No. That'd be too far. Death Wish style.
No, but like it was.
Because in the one comic that we have with all of them, he's there, and I don't remember him doing much. With the Leviathan.
He's in Leviathan. Oh, he's doing stuff in Leviathan. He's walking around with the other Jedi, and he's talking. Yes, turns straight into
Joe
John
is being
Wick.
great. No, who is being great though in Leviathan? My boy, Kip.
Kip.
Dorsk 82. Anyone?
Yo, he's the Keanu Reeves.
What, Kip Durham?
Yeah.
No, freaking Kyle Katarn is John Wick. Have you not played the games, man?
I have played the games, but he doesn't have the face for it. He'd be more like Chuck Norris or something.
Chuck. Well, yeah, he's like Chuck Norris. So this man is OP. It's like,
Not as
My-
OP as Ken.
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Ken is just like Palpatine, but even more powerful. You know, it's just imagine
I
Palpatine.
need to finish writing the trilogy because I already had ideas for like Ken during the New Republic era, during the New Jedi Order, during the Yuuzhan Vong War,
Yeah, Cam was,
during Legacy.
just
What was
Well,
Ken?
Ken ended the Yuuzhan Vong War. I mean, this is propaganda that Luke came out with that he ended it, but no, it was Ken. He literally went up to the leader of the Yuuzhan Vong, killed him, ended it right there, there. And New Republic.
Cam
propaganda.
Solusar and Streen go on an adventure before freaking Streen dies of old age.
Cam Solusar trilogy.
I don't know. The Jedi Bond. I don't know. I was
already have a
thinking
James
more of
Bond
like making
character.
him like Terence Hill, but you people
Agents
don't
of
know
the
who that
Empire.
is.
Who would be the Tony Soprano of Star Wars? Just somebody fucking, just like a big monster.
Can
Isn't
we get
there like a Soprano hut in fucking TCW?
we get a
Remember the
Heisenberg from
episode
Breaking
with all
Bad
the gangster stereotype huts? There was like an Al
Yes.
Pacino one.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Well, no, but I mean, Ken Palpatine is so powerful. You can't even write about it. It would just be like, you know,
No off.
There are ways
Just
to
think
fix
about
it.
guys. Think about this. How
They would
awesome some of these
Luke.
characters are. Kyle Katarn got one trilogy which was an adaptation of his story, and Ken only got 6 YA books, and then no one watched them for decades because they knew they couldn't do them justice.
If the EU ever got continued, I would definitely like to see some Ken. But
I would like to see.
actually-
I would like to see Kyle actually get married to Jan because that is like the biggest loose thread. Like they were obviously teasing it, and it just it just ended and never.
But I would
never
actually love to know what Ken was doing during the Yuuzhan Vong War, during the stuff that Noah doesn't like, and all that. I would love to know like what was going on with Ken.
If
during all
we're
that time.
if we're
with Cam or with Ken?
with Ken, I would love to
Ken.
know what was up with him
Ken.
during all this stuff.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting.
I just want to see if the EU continues how somebody has to salvage the damn legacy of the Force. It's just like
I mean, already all that stuff's kind of over with. All you have
I
left is
know.
Abeloth that you have to take care of. That's the only loose thread, really. Other than that, you can kind of do whatever you want moving forward. Because
We can make it like Vector Prime. We can do it like Vector Prime and have the sort of the Jedi trilogy being like a soft reboot, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah, well, other
For
stuff still
newcomers?
happened, but for people who don't like
Yeah.
it, they don't have to acknowledge it.
To be
But
honest,
for people who like it, it's still there.
no one left. No one.
Which is what I appreciate about Noah being on Noah's stream and everything.
Yeah,
is that-
that was
Yeah.
the internet
It's
got
an-
cut off in Bavaria.
yeah,
Sorry,
his
guys.
entire Discord is dedicated to hating on the Denningverse, but he's at least with his fan fiction's gonna count.
gonna
as
fix
canon,
it.
which
He's
I
gonna fix-
appreciate, because that way I can still enjoy those books and be like, hey, my stuff is still acknowledged, even if he hates it.
Well, are you a fan of the Deniverse, Alex?
I am.
Okay, I respect that.
Not more than New Jedi Order. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen some of the Discord discussions. I am like the sole defender on here. I'm not like a defender of everything. Just like
I
the
mean, you're not
prequels,
Matt
but
Wilkins level defending it. I mean, Matt Wilkins.
Well, I think I'm far more consistent with my takes than Matt is.
That's the thing about Matt. We love Matt. Okay, this is not slandering Matt or anything, but Matt's thing is just like some of the thing is like he comes up with reasoning that just doesn't make sense. It's like, well, I don't want to. I'm going through the playlist right now, and Matt, if you're watching this, please fucking add the rest of your videos to the playlist so I can watch them. God damn, I don't want to watch every single video individually. That's a pain in the ass. Anyway.
His original series is better than his rereads, where he says like, "Oh my gosh, the last command," because he looks like Deadpool. It doesn't look like all bloody and burnt and disgusting.
Deadpool?
The entire
What?
story's bad. Well, I mean, in the comic, he kind of looks like Deadpool or whatever, because his face isn't like that scarred. And so
is he annoying as fuck like Deadpool in the comic? I haven't read.
No. The last command, he takes off his mask.
Bat's brain has been leaking for a while.
And his face kind of looks like Deadpool, but he's upset that it's not like bloody and like burnt and stuff like he thinks it should be.
It's so inconsistent. Like it's whatever.
And they put the Ninth Assassin above it. Oh my god!
This is not me taking a shot at Matt. I really enjoy his content.
I love Matt. That's why.
But it's like here's the thing about it. Like
so I give him money every time I see him.
Yeah, here's the thing. He doesn't look like Deadpool at all. What the hell?
Oh, I was just saying like. To make any sort of comparison, that's what it kind of looked like. But
okay, I get you. No, here's the thing about Matt. Here's the thing about Matt. The biggest criticism I have of it is he will not play the goddamn video games. He won't even watch the cutscenes.
Okay, yeah. So he was complaining about this specific comic because for like a small amount of time he doesn't have the helmet on, which yes he needs to breathe, and he was taking out people and stuff. But if you play the video games and you play KOTOR 2, one of the bad guys is Scion, a guy who's
he doesn't even he's powered by hate.
Yeah, like he's literally falling apart. The only thing keeping him going is his hate. And once you convince him that that's not a life worth living, he literally just falls to the floor and dies because that was the only thing keeping him alive.
You know what Matt would say? That's also stupid. I don't care.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna review it because I don't like video games.
Here's the thing: you don't even have to play the video game. Okay. Here's the thing:
Saipon or something.
Here's the thing: you don't. Why you wouldn't play KOTOR is beyond me. That's one of those two games are amazing.
KOTOR he has 4 kids now, but he had time before and he didn't do it. But now I understand.
Look, I get it. If you have 4 kids, but here's the thing: you don't have to play the games. It's called the cutscene movie.
You think
you can watch it on YouTube?
Remembers this?
It's only 6 hours. Matt, you reviewed the Batman, which is 3 hours. Okay, so you could just watch it like 3 hours at a time. So come on, Matt.
The Batman with the mafia character Salvatore Macaroni.
What did he call it? I can't even remember what he called it.
Petroni, Mahaloni.
Something Maloney. Sal Maloney.
Filoni.
No.
The Batman.
Matt, I'm gonna call you out of this. I thought you were a huge Batman fan. How do you not know Sal Maroni, the guy who created Two-Face? Come on, man.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, you don't even have to play the game. Like, you can watch the cutscenes.
There's also plenty of like retrospectives that are like 2 hours long that go over most of the plot.
Here's
like Salt Factory. There's a guy on YouTube that did like a 2-hour video on KOTOR. It gives you the gist. You don't have to play
Here's the thing. Like, I mean, if you just want to, like, the thing about the Dark Forces game, like, if you want the story, you
can get it.
You can get it through the novellas. I mean, so
but you don't get that with KOTOR.
Yeah, there's no KOTOR adaptation. Like, you have to play the game or watch the thing.
Yeah, that's what I would want for KOTOR, like, and SWTOR would be like canon novelization or even novellas.
Guys,
what?
Guys, check the Discord. Fucking Zach just sent us a Kenobi cameo bingo to play.
What the fudge?
Okay, hold on.
I clicked on it.
We know Palpatine is gonna be in it. Ahsoka is gonna be in it. Qui-Gon is gonna be in it.
Tarkin,
R2, Mace, Jabba, Leia, Cody, Yoda, Tarkin, Grand Inquisitor, Anakin, Bail, Rex, the Mando. Everyone.
Yeah, everybody in the Filoniverse is gonna be in it. No, here's the thing. Like, Matt, just watch the cutscenes on YouTube. I mean, Noah doesn't even play the video games, but at least he's played them a little bit, so he knows the gist of it.
I've played all of Dark Forces.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 So no, I was talking about KOTOR. Have you finished KOTOR?
No, KOTOR 1 and 2 I haven't finished because they are terrible and buggy and don't work. They're trash.
You played it on PC, right?
Yeah, from Steam, and they are broken and garbage.
Okay.
And Revan can't walk.
Yeah. Okay. I get. No, but here's the thing, Matt. Just watch it on YouTube, okay? Because here's the thing. Whatever you think of video games as a medium, these things influence Star Wars so much. It's really, you're doing a real disservice to yourself not watching or playing them.
I was gonna watch like playthroughs or like story versions of like SWTOR, because that's something I might finish the 2 KOTOR games at some point. I'm never gonna play fucking SWTOR because
Yeah,
apparently
SWTOR's got
that
so much
takes
extension. Yeah,
that takes forever.
Here's the thing, KOTOR 2, in my opinion, is like one of the best things in Star Wars history, in my opinion. I mean, even though it's fucking buggy as shit and it wasn't finished, though I blame LucasArts on that. That was really the Dead's fault. You know what it was? It's just so amazing. Like it's like it's I can't even describe it. It's a great game. But Matt, watch the videos, okay? And then review the damn games. You don't even have to. We're letting you slide on this. That if you review KOTOR, you don't even have to play the game. Okay. But anyway, yeah. Matt,
Can we talk about the next topic? Matt Wilkins thinking that Ninth Assassin is apparently okay and better than Ghost Prison.
What?
And
that's ridiculous.
I know, that's the strangest thing I have ever heard.
Ghost Prison is awesome. What the fuck is he talking about? I mean,
because apparently one of his nitpicks that I found baffling is him saying, "Oh, there's the scene where Moff Tractor and our main character are talking about their backstories each, and Matt was like, first off, who cares? Second, why would they even talk about this? They just wanted to fill space." And it's like, oh my god.
Have you never read a comic book before, Matt? Like, you have to kind of fill space.
It's almost like they want to give these characters some backstory, give them more character, and like, especially with Moff Tractor, because I'm sure Matt doesn't even know this. He was first introduced in the Empire comics in the first story arc. He's the main villain, and this was a very nice connection, giving him another appearance and giving him more of a backstory.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that.
And it still works within Ghost Prison as a standalone comic.
Like, some of Matt's takes are like, baffling.
Really?
Yeah, they're awful. They're awful. I mean, here's the thing. The worst take is that he didn't put the best book of all time in the top 10 EU. Ruins of Dancing. That's a certified classic. I mean, the person who wrote that should win the Nobel Peace Prize. That book calls world peace around the world.
Isn't that the book where he in his original reviews he showed that the author was fairly attractive?
Oh yeah, all
yeah, that's what matters.
That's what he focused on in that entire.
Oh yeah, the author is pretty hot, and that was it.
Wasn't he married at the time when he wrote that review?
Yeah, yes.
I mean, you can still agree that she's attractive.
Yeah,
well, there's a difference between seeing a girl and being like, "Oh, she's pretty," and then like being
she's freaking hot. I want to beg her.
Or being with your wife on a date and then like staring at some other girl. Like that would be
staring at her ass or something. Like,
and you have to admit, like, she might be very attractive, but she's no Aaron Alston.
No.
I mean, Aaron Alston is a Texas legend, sir, and we gotta put some respect on that man. I mean, I think he's. Last I checked, he's like in the Texas Literary Hall of Fame. I think last time I checked, with like people with such greats as Robert E. Howard and who else is a writer from Texas? I don't even fucking know. I just know Robert E. Howard's from here, so guy who created Conan. So he's in good company. Yeah, but Aaron Alston's a great writer. And Noah's right that Race Squad is better than Rogue Squadron.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I always teeter back and forth when thinking about it. I think I'll try to make my definitive opinion when I reread it. but I always thought they were
I
very evenly stacked.
somebody on the Discord made my exact argument. Like race squadron feels like the outcast, people that
Yeah.
the underdogs, the people that who aren't supposed to kick ass, but they kick ass. They take names, they kick ass.
Yeah,
I
true.
mean,
And there's Piggy, which is the
and
greatest
there's Piggy. I
contribution.
mean,
And
True.
Faith.
he's the only smart Gamorrean you ever heard of. I mean, what are you talking?
Exactly.
So,
That's why I would love if they did continue the EU and we got stuff with Ken Palpatine. I would like what they did in Mercy Kill, where we kind of got like the backstory for like Piggy and stuff, what happened during the Vong War and stuff, because we didn't get to see them during all that. So like them
No,
to
I would
do that
write
for.
separate Ken Palpatine adventures set during those times, maybe short story style.
yeah.
Which,
Maybe,
by
yeah.
the way, did you know Mercy Kill was supposed to be the first of a new X-Wing series? And then
Oh.
Alston died, and the Expanded
Yeah.
Universe also died. And he
Yeah,
even
that's
said
sad.
he was ready to experiment with.
I was really
the
excited to see the Vong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So
Vong,
he said he was
pilot.
interested in exploring the ebook concept and publishing like short stories and like novellas
I
in
mean,
like digital format about Rogue
yeah, that would have
Squadron,
been
for
awesome.
example.
Aaron Austin is just an unsung. Him and AC Crispin are unsung heroes in the EU. I mean, I would have to say Aaron Austin is like a very consistent writer. Like everything I usually read of him is really good, except the Dennyverse stuff. But that's not really his fault.
Yeah. Okay, we
Yes,
talked about this
nameless.
earlier. It's only legends, and Disney canon said they are not canon except for what you see in the film.
So
And
basically, just
everything
watch the
else,
film.
every new detail, every deleted scene, every added detail, it's not canon. Every connection to the expanded universe also not canon. So basically, no, the novelizations are not canon to Disney.
Yeah.
They are only legends canon.
So the example I would put is like if somebody sneezes in one of the novels and they didn't sneeze on in the movie, that's not canon. That makes it non-canon.
Yeah, by the way, I have Runes of Dantooine out right now.
Yes.
Best cover.
Yes, perfect. I mean, it's the best book in the EU. What do you mean? Come on.
Yeah. Why isn't this reprinted in the Essential Legends collection? I might actually read this again after Legacy of the Force.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's crazy about that? The book is for Star Wars Legends, right? Or Star Wars Galaxy, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And that game is still going. Like I actually saw somebody playing it. I was like, wow, this game is still like that's one thing people don't talk about is like that game is still continuing. That's like one of the last pieces of EU content that's still going.
Also, SWOTOR still going.
Yeah, SWOTOR, yeah, as well. But
I think one's official and the other's like being kept up by fans.
Yeah, I know, but I still consider it EU though, since it's
sure.
I saw one of my friends was playing. They added like a huge update to add in Bespin. I was like, wow, you guys are fucking awesome. You guys are kicking ass.
Yeah, that's cool to see when
Did
fans
they read the
keep
novel? A very important novel.
I mean, that book and KOTOR are the only mentions of Dantooine in a while. So
besides the NGO, and then also episode 4 where Tarkin.
Oh yeah. That's where Dantooine is.
Can we appreciate that Runes of Dantooine was the very first video game tie-in novel?
Yeah, I guess it gets props for that.
It does get props for that, yeah.
Except for maybe the Dark Forces, but those were novellas.
Yes, novellas, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, since they're not officially available, so I'll just say it. If you guys want to read those novellas, you can find them pretty easily online. You can just download them.
You can. I have them all downloaded.
Just download them. Like usually you have to download them through a comic reader or whatever, but they're really awesome. You just gotta the illustrations are really good. I mean, it's just a shame that Disney won't freaking publish them.
Oh, they're gonna reuse it in Kenobi.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Oh boy. Okay, but anyway, I was gonna talk about something very important to me.
What?
I already mentioned my Ken Palpatine fanfiction.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. I think I might end the stream in a little while and then continue writing it.
Okay,
I need
cool.
I need to finish the one chapter at least. and then I only have 2 chapters left to write.
Okay, cool.
What was I gonna say? My fucking chronology book. I want to be a narcissistic asshole for just one moment and say,
Okay.
I guess I'm better than Joe Bongiorno because I actually
Oh,
wrote
I
the
knew
book.
this was coming up. I knew
I
it.
actually wrote it and put it out.
Oh my god.
Hot take.
Yeah. Here's the thing about supernatural encounters. If it comes out one day and I'm sleeping, and then one day I go into the Discord and say, "Oh, it's finally out." That's cool. But I am not the guy who's just like hyping, living my life around it. It's like, as you said, it's like George R. R. Martin's last book. If it comes out,
which why I made this fucking vote. Which will come out first, Winds of Winter or Supernatural?
I actually think Joe Bongiorno will put out his book before George R. R. Martin.
No, somebody else is gonna have to take over Game of Thrones after, because he's gonna.
They
die
should have
first.
took over. Oh my! Here's the thing about Game of Thrones. The books are great. I mean, but most people know it for that damn TV show. And that damn TV show went off the rails. I mean,
It was good for the first 4 seasons.
And did
when it
you-
followed the books?
Did you know that George R. R. Martin has already said, like, if he dies, he has like a thing in his will or whatever, no one can continue the books.
Wow.
And he will not leave any notes about what the story was going to be, as if he had even written any.
No, he hasn't.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure once he's
Yeah,
dead, his family is immediately going to be like, okay, we hire someone to write it. We need the money. We want the
It's
money.
gonna be like Tolkien. His son, not his son. I don't think he has a son.
Yeah, it's Christopher Tolkien.
No. I'm talking about George R. R. Martin. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Whoever, they're just gonna write it. They're gonna find some notes and they're gonna write it. It's gonna be like the Silmarillion or whatever.
Or
It's
like
gonna
Dune, where they got. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, I
Dune.
guess.
Okay.
Well, Dune has Brian Herbert, but
Oh
it's
my God,
Brian
Kevin
Herbert and
Anderson
Kevin.
to write.
Okay,
Yes.
I have not read those expanded Dune novels, but from the big Dune fanatics I know, they do not like them.
I read the first book that's earliest in the timeline, the Butlerian Jihad, and I enjoyed it. I mean, it's nowhere near the complexity that the original Dune novel is, but I mean, I wasn't necessarily expecting it to be, and I went in with no expectations because all these people expected Frank Herbert's son and Kevin J. Anderson to write just like him, and I'm like, well, that's your fault for having that expectation. I just expect them to write how they. I expected Kevin J. Anderson to write how he would usually write,
Yeah,
but in the past.
So
Here's the
they
thing
were
about-
wrong for expecting quality writing.
Yeah,
Well,
did you read the
they also-
Jedi Academy trilogy? Just kidding.
Well, I do like Jedi Academy, but
I've made
it's
my.
not just Kevin. It's not just
thoughts-
Kevin J. Anderson. Sorry.
Yeah, I made my thoughts on Jedi Academy
But wouldn't it be
trilogy.
awesome if they actually get Kevin J. Anderson to finish Game of Thrones?
Yeah. But it's not just Kevin J. Anderson though. It's
No,
also
they're gonna
Brian
get
Herbert for the Dune
a
prequel.
Troy Denning to finish it.
That would be Troy
That would-
Denning and Karen Travis return to finish Game of Thrones. They
I mean, at
already
least
wrote it in Legacy.
That
of
would be in their
Thrones.
element.
That would definitely be there. It'll be just too much sex for them. It's damn sex fiend. No, it's what's gonna happen. Yeah,
Thank you, Jason.
I'm not wrong. If you read Jedi Academy, Luke is an idiot. That's my biggest problem. Luke is a freaking idiot in the book.
Well,
Uh,
no, it gives me Kip. It's so based for that.
Okay, Kip had to
I
be
love that.
redeemed
Dude,
by the different books.
Okay. First off, even if all you say is true, Alex, all the positive things, remember the one thing Jedi Academy didn't do. It didn't give us Ken Palpatine as well
That's
as
true.
Luke's
That's true.
students.
That's true. The biggest
Kevin
snub.
had one job. Okay? Oh, Kevin is the master of connecting stuff. He was the first one to do it. Where was Ken?
Where's
Kevin? Where was he?
Where was he? Where was he? No, but here's the thing. George R. R. Martin doesn't give a fuck. Like he really does not. He does not care if he finishes the book. Let me tell you why. Because he's too busy working on fucking Elden Ring to even care to finish his book.
Yeah.
He's writing lore for a damn game before he finishes the damn book.
Yeah. It is really funny. No,
No,
it just hates Jedi Game because it doesn't have Ken. Yeah, that's the sole
Yeah,
reason.
everything would be better if it has Ken.
I hate Jedi Academy trilogy because of Dala. She's a dumb idiot, and people that try to defend her is like, oh well.
She's
Matt's
supposed to be stupid.
Matt's defense of it doesn't make any sense. Well, she's supposed to be stupid. You know, that's making That doesn't make me hate her. It's like
No, she's a character. His argument is that she's a character that isn't like Thrawn, who's just this genius who always wins. She's somebody who constantly fails but picks herself back up and tries again.
okay,
And
that's
what
not
I
a good
appreciate
villain
about her.
though.
Sure,
That's not a
I
good
agree.
villain at all.
I agree. I'm just
That'd
saying
be
what
like
his
if the
I'm just saying what his
Joker.
argument is.
I know. I'm just rebutting that argument. That'd be like if the Joker in Batman was like, okay, he tries everything and imagine he tries to take people hostage and then people beat up the Joker, and it's like, okay, yeah, he's officially.
I mean, Joker is amazing, but he also always fails because
He always fails,
Batman
but
always stops him.
yeah. Well, that's the point of a villain, right?
Yeah.
But
well, Thrawn didn't. I mean, Thrawn only failed because of one information he didn't know. Otherwise, he was always winning.
No, he also, but he also got fucked in like at the end of almost every book. They defeated him in a way.
Yeah, but
that's true.
The thing about writing a villain is he has to be competent and he has to be scary. Like you can't have a villain that's like a jobber or like just like somebody.
Unless it's a comedy.
Darla threatened a hologram with a blaster. Remember that scene?
Also, it does not make her look good that she is the product of nepotism and sleeping with somebody to get her position. Like
That's true.
That's not a good look.
That's never mind. I won't make that joke.
Like,
I was gonna say it's a lot of women.
I mean, her position is based on workplace sexual harassment. What are we doing?
It's just I really want to reread Death Star when she and Tarkin are in because oh my god.
And Izard is a superior female bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
oh my god, Celebration is next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we promised it. Okay, if Josh is still alive, if he returns somehow, we will record something.
It's okay, you can get Jacob back.
Yeah, all right. If you put the stream in the link, I'll fucking join. I mean in the Discord. That's what I mean.
Do you make videos? Jacob?
No, I do not.
I don't know. Your voice sounds like you should.
What would I even review?
I don't know.
What do you want me to review? The freaking Batman comics?
You should review Matt Wilkins' reviews.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Okay, I can't critique Matt Wilkins because he's got that Louisiana mafia. I know he has that connection. My sister lives in Louisiana. To send like freaking alligators or whatever. The freaking voodoo mafia he's got going on.
I mean, it's like Ratatouille says anybody can cook. I mean, I film it in my bedroom.
I know. Here's the thing. I don't think I'd be very good at it because I just kind of meander on and just like.
I guess I was just saying, like your voice sounds like a YouTuber voice.
Like he sounds like an annoying douche, bro.
What?
You said a YouTuber voice, and I just said, welcome to my channel. Thumbs up, hit the bell, subscribe.
No, I've seen like a lot of.
Oh, he's counter programming us.
What the heck,
Everyone!
Nelson.
Oh my God! Let's watch Chris Nelson live.
Yeah, let's watch
on our live stream.
Let's go.
On this live stream, 2 live streams at the same time.
Inception right now.
I bet. Do it.
No, but Alex, speaking of YouTube, your channel's fucking awesome. I was watching a couple videos a couple hours ago.
Question, because I don't watch Alex's channel. How often does he mention me and shits on me?
None. I've never heard of shit on you before.
I have mentioned him a few times, but and I usually don't hate on him, but I usually end with like, yeah, Noah has a stupid opinion, but he's awesome, and you should go subscribe.
You go subscribe to Noah, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, it's just shit posting pretty much, The worst channel in Star Wars history though is Dark Shinobi's. Oh my god, I can't even.
Oh my gosh, that guy with those.
About the prequels, there's something.
Can you hear him?
Star Wars.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Okay.
Than the new stuff.
This is live.
And James Cameron, the director, sort of famously said that in an interview a number of years ago. I think right after Force Awakens.
Oh my god, Scott Johnson, you fucking whore.
Pretty easily.
He abandoned us.
Wars thoughts, whatever.
He's in Chris Nelson's chat.
He wants to give a benefit of the doubt to JJ and the new stuff, but that there's no question.
He's counter
in
programming.
his view, director to director, George is just sticking more interesting new things into the films.
I like how he's talking about James Cameron, like James Cameron is
the new stuff.
Do we get copyright
So Quality
strike for this?
Autism wonders, well, what do we have here? Well, what we have here is an utter
Really funny.
ripoff of Quality Autism's idea today. I saw you doing this. Obviously, I commented on the video, and I had a few minutes here, and I decided to do this, but largely because I had done this for Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith, and I couldn't let the chance pass me by. Hey, what's up, Evan?
Oh, you've seen my Gambit and stuff.
We're watching you. I was watching you too on that live stream.
That's the meanest I've been in any review.
I decided to jump on too. So,
Dude, we're live streaming your live stream.
yeah,
Inception.
absolutely. The part where he tries, the part where Duke.
Okay,
those
this is
just
another
listening,
epic
they're going,
moment. I'm
like,
glad
wow, the
we
part where
were all
Duke
here
tries
to experience this.
Convert Kenobi is irate. I think it's a great scene, and not to undermine the scene we got, but there's
That's
a
the
really
meanest
cool
I've ever been
idea
in that
that,
review.
I don't know if anyone.
This is the inception
I
of
wonder
Star
at
Wars
this point
YouTube
if
right
people
now.
even remember, particularly as younger
I
fans,
sent a
if they
message. I said
remember
we're
the Phantom
watching
Edit,
you.
which was really sort of, I think, the most famous.
Oh yeah, he talked about
This
that.
is funny, by the way. So, dude, we were live streaming your live stream. That's great. That's very meta. Fantastic. This is great. This is great. But the Phantom Edit, which came out, I forget when this came out.
Just
I
more
forget
clout
sort of
for
like
him.
the internet history.
Yeah,
Give it a
Like, a lot
we
of
have to
people-
promote Chris
There's,
Nelson.
it's probably the
Nah,
most
Chris
famous,
Nelson's awesome. I saw some of his
maybe the most
micro
impactful
series
sort of
posters.
fan
This shit was
edit.
awesome.
And what's nice is it doesn't take
Oh my
that
God.
much away. And
I
think
just
a lot
looked
of
at his
fan edits
subscriber
of the
count because I was
prequels
gonna say he's a bigger
are
channel than
presumed
me,
to
but
just
I
be sort of like
I've
just funny
actually
little parodies that like
have more
killed Jar
subscribers
Jar or
now.
whatever.
That's
What's
amazing.
interesting is he very subtly sort of
Truly an
didn't-
accomplishment.
I didn't
cuts
even realize
bits
that.
here and there. I think tell a much more streamlined, and I think it's fair to say, slightly more sort of coherent version of Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, but
Man.
not in a way that alters George's vision, but that I actually think respects
You know,
it. I think,
he really
frankly,
makes me look bad.
you know, if it's the case that the original
Official
when
rape
when I
blitz.
have
were
to
saved
sit
in
here
editing, I
alone
think
and
it's the
talk,
case
and
that I
there's
think
just
there
nothing.
wasn't enough editing in these prequels. These
But
My
now,
People
goodbye.
versions are fantastic, and unfortunately,
Yeah,
they're
now
harder and
yeah.
harder
Not
to
as cool
find.
as Josh,
I'm sure you can
obviously.
find them,
But
you know, on the high seas.
Wait a minute, I am cooler than Josh. I'm
Back in the
American.
days,
That makes me
that-
cooler.
that
yeah,
really
what
special
have the British ever
But
done?
there's the Phantom Edit, and then there's
Yeah,
That's
Well,
why
they
we
were
had to
space
done-
Nazis.
I think it's the one
Space Nazis, okay.
That's why we had to leave the British.
Annex
annex ourselves from their misery.
You know what the British did? They invented fish sticks. Good on them.
Oh my God, Scott is actually coming back.
They are highly.
He's
I hope
he's
he
come
missed-
over. He's come
I
over to
hope
the
he
dark
missed
side.
that I called him a
Phantom Edit
treacherous
and the
whore.
Attack of the Edit.
Treacherous whore.
They and I, to my knowledge, I think Lucas even knew about them.
See, that's his
And I don't
problem.
think that
That's
We
that's
were
right.
talking about when we started the stream. We were talking about Attack of the Clones. We just got into shit posting and fuckery later on.
So
It just
anyway,
that's what
there's
happens.
a,
It just goes all over the place.
That's
thing
it's
he
called a
mentioned about
conversation.
Attack of the Clones, particularly to do through,
That is how
some
conversations tend to go.
with,
Unless you have a moderator, which Noah
Obi-Wan
never
Capture,
has.
where he's trying to get-
Noah, moderation?
Nichols
Get outta
thought
here.
he first saw this,
Noah
and
can't even
Noah's first
moderate
reaction
himself.
was like, wow, oh my gosh, what a cool twist. You know, Dooku is going to not be this fallen Jedi, but he's
I
going to be a Jedi. who's
wanted
not,
him
because
5
he knows
minutes,
the Jedi
Jason.
are up to no good. And he wants
At
to sort of
least
try and
50.
save
And then
it
we
from
can.
the outside, so he's not converting.
This is surreal. We
Obi-Wan
don't even
to
give
the
real
dark side,
commentary
but he's
right
trying
now.
to, you know, enlist as much help.
We could
as
just
he
listen
can.
to
And then
Chris.
He realized, well, a few minutes after,
Yeah.
well, that's not really
We're
right.
gonna
It's
steal
one of
all
the
his
Lord's edit.
viewers.
I think that was
Yeah.
really cool. That would have been a really sort of neat element. But again, it just raises all sorts of
Hey
concerns
guys, I gotta
about
be
fear
right
of
back.
failure,
I'm gonna leave the stream and I'll join right back.
where the
Something
hell
came
did
up.
this stupid
I'll be
character
right back. Okay.
context
Okay.
of these films?
Yeah, I'll leave the
I
stream
don't
and
think
I'll
we
come
need to
back.
know more about him. Well, we want to know.
I actually got
more about him
gotta head out soon too,
Believe
but when he
me, I think
returns, that's when
that's-
I'll dip.
to get
Okay, and then we will end it.
to get a lot more.
Okay.
So
But yeah, this is
Really
yeah,
fun.
it is great. Let's see. Scott's going to go back to watch the
But
live
that,
stream of this live stream, so he can watch both.
Official Rave
simultaneously.
Blitz
I can't wait
in,
to.
the,
I
in
cannot
his
wait to check
chat
that out.
mentions
I feel honored.
Rick
one of my last
Worley.
videos,
Wait.
Quality
Oh.
made a parody at it, and now we're just like cutting out the middleman. We're just going to live stream in real time. This is a real honor. Maybe Mike Nichols one day will come out with the Phantom Edit version of these two live streams.
it's pretty good.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. I've been putting out a video a day.
But
for the
yeah,
last
this is
couple of
very
weeks,
meta.
and I decided
And
that
I love it.
one reason I wanted to do that was first,
Alex,
this
I
is
don't
one
think we talked about it. What did you
having
think of
an
my
initial
little
to do during the day
Chris
to
Nelson
kind
parody
of
video?
keep me
Oh, that was
motivated,
amazing.
but,
I absolutely
Yeah.
loved it.
for it to work. But,
You're very good with the
one
memes.
thing
And then
I've
I
been
came in
doing
one
with,
day, checked my phone, and I got the meme with me in it. I said,
grabbing lots
Oh,
of
which
random
one was
pieces.
that with
There's
you
no
in
sort
it?
of rhyme or
That
reason
was the
to
one
that.
where it
It's
had
basically
me,
just
or
things
it
that are
had
close by.
me on the
Most of
bottom,
my
and
Star
then
Wars
you,
stuff is in storage.
and
It's accessible.
Tom
It's just
Holland.
that
Oh
being
yeah,
like,
the
not at
same
home
picture
around
meme.
my
Oh
desk.
yeah, that was a good one.
But
that was amazing.
the random crap
You don't
I
have any other
that
memes
is
of me, I don't
nearby
think,
or in a
that I know
box
about.
somewhere
Yeah,
at
but that
home or
was good.
whatever. I
But
just
yeah,
remember to clean some stuff out.
I don't know
The
why.
nice
So
thing is that
the
I
reason
do
I did the
this
Chris
forever as
Nelson
long as I
video
search
clip
for
is
you.
because
Remember to
Josh
say this is fun and make videos,
told me
but
like, "Oh, Chris
the one thing that
and
I've
Matt and
been
Dylan did
into
this
for
live
years,
stream,"
which I've
Yeah.
and then he
gone
was
at
like,
length about
"Wow,
it,
yeah,
is
I never heard Chris swear before."
non-Star
And then he
Wars
told me, "Oh,
that
check it out.
actually
It's
have
just around this part."
E-related
And then I
RPG
watched
content
it,
in them, and there's about
I had a
It was
good laugh at
glorious.
it,
so
and then I
have
was
them
like,
all
"Oh
right
my
here,
god,
fortunately.
if I
But
change this
that's
comment, I
definitely
could
my
actually
plan,
make
is
something brilliant
on
here."
days when there's no work
Yeah.
collectible or whatever to sort of highlight. This would be
It
those,
worked
or share
perfectly.
one from
He's the
your
most
box
savage I've
new
ever, because he's
characters,
usually such a
discussions,
chill,
scenarios that
laid
come out
back
of
guy.
those. Just
Yeah,
sort
that's
of
why it
got
was so
a way to
funny,
sort of
especially
Yeah.
because I
shine more
put in
light on
like,
all the
"Wow, it's
obscure
great to
Star
have you
Wars
back,"
media
and he
out there.
just trash
The other
talks
thing
the
too is that
comment.
one reason why I'm grabbing what seem like little tchotchkes here and there is that there's definitely, I noticed a weird
All
new
right,
trend,
see ya.
and
Everybody's got to
call,
leave. I got work too.
third, fourth wave sort of EU advocacy, where it's like there are tons of people
All right,
who
I'm back.
kind of out of
Welcome back.
an overabundance of
I've
hatred
returned.
for
Very
Well,
good.
wait
You
your
don't have-
return.
Disney to be doing
You
I
don't
think
have
I'm
a
gonna head
profile
out.
picture.
Oh
are
fuck! I
now
forgot.
sort of like
I
trying
forgot to
to,
upload it again. For
Okay.
some reason, it
just
doesn't
highlight
save your
all the
profile
cool
picture.
way
So fucking
things
weird.
were back in the EU days, right? But in doing so, I think are actually not really sort of doing much to build it up. Instead, quite
I mean, there's a lot of
literally
videos to find some.
relevance, right? There are a number of
Yeah, I might cut
YouTubers,
an
folks with social
Alex
media
parody
accounts who
video
every day
next
sort
if
of
I find
highlight
good
some
stuff.
just little piece
Yeah,
of
let's
I don't know.
create
There's a lot of meandering. But if you do,
not to
that'd be really funny.
denigrate anyone's collection, right? But there's sort of like, hey,
I'm
there's
sure
a-
if you
there's
look
this
Hey,
far
Alex.
back,
look at this.
yeah.
At this,
Oh, I just want to ask, what's your favorite
Taco
EU
Bell
novel you've reviewed?
7, you know,
Or
and it's
EU
and
anything
it's
you
like,
reviewed?
So
I,
far,
it
I
doesn't
think
come off,
I
I think, the
still
way they
go
intend.
with
So
Darth
what I
Plagueis
want to try to do is
as
to
my
say, look,
favorite
like,
for all the
there is a
EU stuff in
vibrant,
it, and just for making me appreciate
wide,
episode 1 more.
community
of
Yeah.
but
Oh
I
my
haven't
god,
read
we
it.
have actually have Matt Wilkins on here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
And
we're
Alex
back.
wanted to
We're
leave,
live
now
streaming
he's
a
gonna
live
stay.
stream. Yeah, it's called Inception. Back, get on
Star
here, bro.
Wars,
Get on
the
here,
Star Wars
so we can
EU is not so
so we
much
can make fun of your brain
regardless of
leakage.
what Disney is
This
doing.
is
at the
just
moment.
going
not
more and more
continuing,
insane
right?
by
No,
the
it's
minute.
something
Yeah,
just itching
I
to
really love
continue, right?
Darth Plagueis. I
And
love
it's not a
Trader
dead thing.
in
And it's not the case that
NGO.
every
That's
day
one of
we
my
just pull out some
favorites
little trinket or
of
trash,
all
right,
time.
and sort of share it and say, hey, this is my little sort
And
of, Ewok
the
whistle
Thrawn
that I got,
trilogy,
and
I
that's
also
I,
really
a
enjoyed.
dentist or
guys,
something, right? For
can
being
we
a good little boy. No,
appreciate that
instead,
this
there's like very
stream
serious stuff
we are
out there
doing
that
was
makes
supposed
very
to be
serious
about like the
contributions
20th
to the
anniversary of
EU,
Attack of the Clones?
rather than
Mhm.
being
And
dead,
instead of
rather than
talking
being
about it, we
sealed
watch
up and
Chris
complete.
Nelson
The
talk
whole
about it,
point
but
Talk
we
about
talk
it,
over
yeah.
him.
is that when it comes to the content,
Well,
It's great.
see,
I
see,
think,
if you're gonna have something
most
stay on
robust
point,
update
you
is
want to
all
have
the
like
possible
bullet
sort of
points that you want to
because we're
address
always
for like
finding
the
things.
2 hours
And
of
the same
Man,
stream.
when no
Otherwise-
one else,
appears in
have you ever
This
watched
happened.
Noah's stream?
You know, not
If,
the
No, I
unless
know.
you're talking like
more
at
than that's about,
Moffrins
right?
or
But there are a
something,
lot of collectibles that
they
have
they
shine
it's
some
just
of
Even
the
during
light
Moffrinses,
at
it happens
EU
though.
era, and
No,
He just
during
tries a
Yeah.
little bit.
Moffrinses, we talk about the actual topic for like an hour, and then the next
And then
3
it goes
hours
off
is just
topic for the
random.
next
It's just some fuckery.
There's
Like
energy in there. You're sort of ready to explode.
It's
rather
perfect.
than form of
Because we
continuous
actually read the
content.
comments and we talk
so
to you
again,
guys, and you guys
in
are
a weird way, I
assholes.
sort of felt like, look,
oh, for sure, yeah.
I've been making
Unlike
YouTube
Civilized
videos
Age, which is
since
pre-recorded.
like 2015 or whatever about
Yeah.
Star Wars piece.
I mean, if
And,
a Civilized Age was not pre-recorded,
and,
there would be some fuckery going on. I mean, I guarantee.
That would be.
I know. By the way, this is great. I just got a text from Matt Wilkins telling me no streaming this on the live stream. This is great.
Thank you,
We
Matt.
told you that. What do you
And all
mean?
that time I sort of
We
I didn't
told you were
realize.
streaming.
No, he finds it hilarious that Matt also
I
has to
don't know,
point it out.
I had all this crap.
Oh,
I wasn't
yeah.
really sort of sharing it.
Yeah,
I
which
said,
is
you know what? I
great.
saw this new wave of people sharing this stuff.
Well, you just stole our idea.
Yeah, it's
So
in a weird way,
we're
it just
entitled to
seemed
the
like
money you get
they
for
were
this
trying
live
Oh my
to-
god, you know what would be awesome? If
seemed
Matt
like
Wilkins
it came off
now
like to me
starts
too
a
much
live
like they
stream
thought Star Wars was
and
bad.
Chris
Ironically, in
watches
an
his
attempt to
live
sort of say
stream
that,
live.
Well, we're watching.
And then
his
we are
live
watching
stream.
make it
Chris
sound like,
watching
yeah,
Matt.
like but basically it's Good Days We're
Well, it's like a
watching
kaleidoscope.
No, I mean there's a lot to collect.
Oh my
from
gosh.
this era,
It's
pre-2014.
it's
but
getting more and
again,
more insane, and
but
then
the
Alex
point
is
is we're
gonna
all here's
start a
for collecting
stream.
it, right? The demand is.
Oh my
demand
gosh.
is
You know, I
how much
honestly
to sell,
should, just
how
before I
much-
go to work, leave
how
it
much
on
those
for like 10
collectibles,
minutes,
you
just
know,
so I'm watching
so
you guys
sort of,
watching Chris, and then
take you back to that world. And
Matt's
just,
watching
again,
Chris.
you know, hopefully we
Do
all
it.
accept
Oh my
interest
gosh.
in that or whatever.
You know what?
But
Yeah,
then maybe-
you know what? I think I'll do that for
Matt
like
is
10
ready
minutes
for
before I
it.
I
leave.
am cautious.
Hey,
though. I don't wanna
do it,
talk
Matt.
to you, but it's just like
Oh my
random
god,
Star
this
Wars
is a
items. I
social
don't really
Matt,
experiment now.
please,
Star Wars
please,
items.
Matt, I beg of you. This would be so
and
amazing.
not that I judge
This is
anyone
so
who
funny.
does. I've had to really narrow it though, and for me, it's always been about collecting
You know what?
anything EU related. So I have very.
I'll see you
very
guys later. I'm
little
gonna start my own.
sort of,
Okay.
Alright, see you.
See you later.
I won't be on it for long though. I gotta go to work.
Okay,
Alright,
I
see you.
will
I
check.
received when
Alright.
sending those phones.
Bye-bye.
Like that. And obviously, you know,
Yeah, I might
I've
have to
collected some of the
go
home
because I have to
video
go to a
releases and
doctor's
things like
appointment later,
that.
but it's gonna be
Maybe
like
the most
3
interesting
o'clock,
thing,
so
though,
I
is
can
something
stay for about
that
another
no one
probably
has, which is that
For how long?
I actually have like
another
it's
hour,
funny, there's
however
always
long
these
you're
sort of,
not.
Oh, okay. We're not gonna go for another
is
hour,
there
but
like a
yeah,
truly
that
sort of
should
like
be enough.
unspecialized version out
Okay, that's
there,
good.
you know,
I can
can
stay
you
for the
go
whole
back and
stream.
find
I have
very
to go at
releases
3 o'clock.
that have no sort of
Okay,
3 p.m.
let
like
me.
that.
Central.
I actually do. I've got this thing that's
But yeah,
been transferred a number of times to different sort of mediums, right? to make it
Okay, let me
continually
check
playable,
Matt
right?
Wilkins'
But
channel
like
if he actually starting
my
a live
family
stream,
had a
because holy
friend
shit.
sort of in the business, and
Oh, Alex,
so
I
we
should
have
check.
this like very early
yeah, check Alex's
cut
shelf.
film, and that
What
year
is
after
his
year, we find
main
inventory
channel
transferring
called?
out
Because he
to, like,
always
Mag-
just writes with like
Magneto
his.
Alex.
changed
Yeah,
quite a
it's
Yeah,
bit
because
same.
he
these days, but like I have
uses
like
the
a
second
version
one
of
on my
Yeah, no,
videos.
it's just
like
Magneto Alex.
like
I think. Yeah.
pre-release, right? You know, of all three actually. Of the
Wow, the
original
first
trilogy, right? So that's a
video
cool
I
thing,
find from
you
him
know,
is like
but no, when it
Magnino
comes to
Alex vlogs
Charles
from
Barkley,
7 years ago, just eating breakfast. That sounds like a
because,
real treat.
Truly.
yeah, I mean, occasionally
Truly.
you end up coming across some new way in which those EU promos shine some new light on the EU itself. But again, rather than sort of wanting to just sort of live back in the nostalgia, I want to remind everyone how much fun it is to think about the EU to those promos and collectibles and things like that, and then to continue to agitate for more. So anyway, so Blitz is
I
advertising Rick
hope
Morgan's video
he
on the People Break Bread.
continues
maybe
until
I've seen them,
Alex
I don't know.
starts the
It doesn't sound
stream.
familiar to me.
Yeah.
I haven't talked about this. Evan's talking about the HoloNet news during the lead up to Attack of the Clones, and I'm glad you mentioned that because there.
You know, I'm glad we get some actual Attack of the Clones content
was a lot.
content in this
Yeah.
video.
Thank you, Chris.
part of
Chris,
the
Actually talking
Chris
about
is
Attack
doing
of
it
the Clones.
for us.
Yeah, we're
just the
lazy
stuff that came
bastards.
afterwards. That helped
Who
sort of
actually
fill
wants
in
to
the
talk
gaps
about the
with
topic?
peaks of,
You know, I really
Dark
am a
Seasons, obviously
genius.
a lot of stuff
Josh
that sort of
just
built up
disappeared.
interest and
I don't
excitement.
have a co-host
The
anymore,
prequel
so
era
I'm
was
doing
a
it with
great
Chris
time.
Nelson, but he
And not to
doesn't
sound like I'm just
even
some old guy,
realize
so
it.
you remember
Yeah, we're
the
just
He's a
stealing his
co-host.
content. That's perfect, isn't
You
it?
were
Yeah.
around during
Yeah.
that time.
We're just
It wasn't
pirates.
you,
We
but
just
Oh my
steal
god,
Matt
Chris
and
is
I
gonna
talked about
copyright
how
strike this
unbelievable
video.
Copyright strike the channel.
the prequel era of the Star Wars website.
He's
I
stealing
remember
my
I would go every
content.
day for all those years because at the top there would
Oh
be
no.
6 Roman numerals, right? And every time a prequel would come out, you'd be able to hover over that one and then see more information about it, right? So you can see
No, it's
Roman numerals, 4, 5,
Nah,
and 6.
Chris Nelson's awesome. I mean, his stuff, like, I didn't even know some of the stuff he had, like, even existed. I didn't know there was promo
So there was a
posters
really
for
exciting
the micro series
way of
because
engaging with this content in the lead up, in addition to a lot of these HoloNet news updates, which you look back now and I think we have access to them.
I don't even remember those HoloNet news updates, even though probably
I think
is long gone.
one
A
of
lot
them
of
is
the stuff ended
printed
up
in the
being really
Cestus Deception paperback
important
yeah.
minutia, right,
because it's
that
directly related to the
don't have
story.
our hands on it. And
Yeah.
why?
Well, to
they
be
never
fair, I
decided to
was
publish
really
that.
little when that
It's
movie
just
came
a
out, so I probably
real
wasn't.
shame.
Well, those came out online, right?
Oh, cool. Speaking of EU promos, Scott got the Shadow of the Empire bookmark checklist in the mail today. So, Scott, is that the one that is like the one with Darth Vader? Curious. It's kind of like a die-cut version of Darth Vader.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of great Shadows of the Empire stuff. There's really
Now we have 5
cool
people watching.
set
I hope
of
one of them is
groups and
Alex and he
pages on
starts the live
Facebook
stream
dedicated to Shadows of the
right
Empire.
now.
And they're continuing to find new stuff all the time out there promoting that major multimedia project. I was able to blow their mind. They weren't sure that there was there's several different Shadows of the Empire official promo T-shirts, and
Didn't
they
know
didn't
about
believe one
this.
existed because there's
I
just
didn't know
one like
either.
Cheezor. And I remember one time
If you,
where I went to,
for the people still watching, if you want
the
to know
Star
about
Wars
Shadow of the Empire,
convention.
there's
And actually it was
a great
nice, and
video, a
there's no other
documentary
writing
on
in the front. The
a channel
back
called
is
Saints
Shadows of the
Million.
Empire
He
logo.
actually talks
But,
to one of the devs of
in
the
front,
game,
there's no writing, so
and
everyone
it was
thought it
really
incredible
interesting.
hook,
So
except for
go.
one person who
That
was
guy puts
happened
out
to
a
be
lot
reading
of good EU
Shadows of the
content.
Empire at
Really,
the time.
really
That
cool.
was
His
with
Attack of the
some
Legends series is pretty
folks at
cool.
the time. It was pretty cool. But there's another one too that's got the Shadows
I
of the
think
Empire
is
logo
Chris
and a couple
also
of
off
other
topic now?
Lucasfilm-related logos. But one
Yes,
thing I thought about doing,
That's
he's
great.
talking about Shadow of the Empire.
if I can gather,
I mean, it's hard to stay on topic,
do
man.
like a video just on
Yeah, because it's Attack of the
Star Wars
Clones. Like
T-shirt
there isn't
collection,
much
which is not
to
as
say.
robust as
To be
I
fair, he
would
probably
like,
said
but
more
there's
about it
definitely
than
a number
we
of cool
did.
things there. There've been some EU things that have been created post 2014, which is kind of fun. But there's definitely some fun things. There's a really almost nearly impossible set of early EU clothing related items to track down, hats and T-shirts and things.
Oh my
like
God,
that,
Magnino
but,
is live.
But some are
All right,
waiting.
put.
How do I do this? How do I do this?
Just open another tab.
Oh no. We have
thanks,
to.
Kyle, for stopping by. Thank you. Good to see
Oh
you.
my God, no. Okay. I have to stop.
Oh my God,
screen
Dan D'Amico.
once
What's
he
up,
is
man?
live because he's
You know,
gonna
it's funny,
watch
Dan, I
us
don't remember if
watching
I ever
Chris.
connected with you
So
about
we're
this.
gonna
Remember
watch
last year.
him watching us watching.
I think you ended up
Yes.
posting on a
Chris?
video, and I didn't realize it was you because I forget what the name of your
Oh no, what would
your
happen
channel
if
was
we
at the time,
watch
and I only put the
him
pieces together afterwards.
while he watches us?
I think you had a question about whether or not Palpatine would Yoda. So I
my
decided
brain.
I have to change the name of that live stream.
I feel like
It is
Matt
very,
Wilkins
very,
right
very
now.
good to see Dan D'Amico. For anyone who doesn't know, and they should, Dan D'Amico is a great guy, a great economist, a brilliant academic, and
Oh my God, he's live.
is currently at Brown University,
He's live.
and everyone should Google him. And read
Shit.
his stuff,
Okay, I have to
because
stop
it's brilliant.
All right.
and share.
Brilliant academic. And
Perfect.
Okay.
everyone should.
But now Chris is gonna disappear because we are watching.
It was brilliant.
Shit. Okay, we have to go back now.
Yeah,
To
go back
Chris.
to Chris. Yeah.
And now basically you have to watch Alex's video to
It's so
see
funny how much at that
us
time, again, I may
watching
be
Chris,
lacking a
and now
little
we
bit
have
of
to throw
confidence or
Matt
something,
Wilkins
right?
in here.
It's truly expansive, but kind of lean on
We know.
Vader for those. And that
Yeah.
a number of other characters like that. Thanks. Yeah, it's fun. Well, again, what I'm hoping to do by showing off the collection is like I want to put as much out there to see what else people have that I don't know about. Because again, I think I forgot to include this point earlier. In the same way that I think if you compiled some of the best lists of stories out there, all the chronologies, you're still missing at least 0.5% of things out there that none of us even know about, right? We continue to find them. The same is true with a lot of these collections, right? A lot of these sort of official Lucasfilm or Lucasfilm or official Bantam, Del Rey, Dark Horse, Marvel, what have you, official promo items.
This is just getting out of hand.
Promo posters,
Yep.
pins, buttons, shirts, whatever. The official thing.
This is like
It's shocking how little sort of
fucking
collect all that stuff, right? So
fucking
it's
40.
hard to really know when you say, yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck was going on.
Oh my God,
It's
Matt
hard to
Wilkins
say.
commented
Again,
on
shout
Alex's
out
channel.
to
What do you say?
Alex,
stuff,
this is
and that's
too
all they
good.
do is to focus on one tiny little area of Star Wars. I'd like to think that I have everything promo related from the micro series, but then again, someone's going to find something out there someday that I don't have. You also have to draw.
Somebody should steal everything related to the micro series from Gendy's.
So every once in a while,
Gendy
come across
Tartov's
something
house.
that maybe borrow
No,
some
Not really.
so
something.
now
How
he's
does that-
also watching
and I-
Chris instead
you
of
know, like-
watching us watching Chris.
I remember being surprised when I found like there was like an official watch produced by Fossil with like with micro series imagery on it.
Yes, but we are all
Okay, I guess I'll
streaming
get that,
Chris
right? But
Nelson
as a
right
promo
now.
item, I
Yeah.
start drawing some lines around like things that are
So
in
the thing is,
stores that
Alex
are
is streaming, watching
marketing
us,
materials,
watching
right? But
Chris,
then again,
and now
not
Chris, we need to
necessarily
tell him that
things
he has
out
to
of
watch
magazines. I don't
another stream
on
by
the whole
someone.
collect
Maybe Matt Wilkins if he's ready for it.
that's only promo posters, and it's partially because it's like in almost every case, cool Star Wars related marketing ads are going to already be in a Star Wars related magazine that I have in collection. The thing about the promos and posters and service and stuff is that those are things you couldn't get anywhere else, right? And that's the whole reason for them to track them down. But you need to know.
This is
And I can hear my little iPods here, my little AirPods starting to give out. So I think.
oh my God,
I
is he going to end it?
Yeah, Dan, it's great to see you. Thanks for. I need to get in touch with you. We need to catch up. But I think I might jump off because I started this by talking about Attack of the Clones release night, and here I am talking about the promo collectibles. It always comes after that, you know. So anyway,
Hey, that's never
I'm gonna
stopped
sign
us
off,
from streaming.
and,
What the hell? We
and,
go on like
Noah, I
50
hope you
million
guys are
different
enjoying the
tangents.
stream. I can't wait to go over and see what the hell you guys have been doing to me. I can't wait to see how you edit some of this video.
We're not editing anything. You think we have the skills to edit anything?
Well, I might do some editing.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't have the skills to edit anything. Yeah. Oh, there you can see me with my default profile picture. Oh, did Noah leave? Oh, he's back. Okay.
Sorry, I just... This was a perfect way to end it. I clicked on the wrong tab because I had so many open because everyone was streaming.
All right.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
perfect.
Okay, Chris, you're gonna watch this later. This was a magical experience. I don't know why we did this, but yeah, we
We did it
saw
for
your
the
content.
Yep.
Because we couldn't talk about Attack of the Clones, so we needed someone else to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, someone on Alex's channel is asking what the fuck is going on, apparently.
We don't even know.
Yeah. Oh boy. Alright, I think it's 2 hours, two and a
Yes.
half hours, so yeah, I think this was a good stream. Alex is gone. And we got some nice Inception moments.
Inception run. Anyway, everybody watching, thank you for dealing with our bullshit and the autism that spews from our mouth every time we open it. You could definitely be doing something better with your time, but you spend it with us, so we appreciate it. Anyway, well, I'll see you.
Oh, just subbed. That's good.
All right, thanks. We're gonna make Noah the biggest German YouTube channel on Star Wars.
I think we talked about this last time. Specifically when it comes to talking about Star Wars books and comics, I'm actually probably the biggest one.
I know.
And I only have 700 subs, which is wow.
Yeah, well...
But obviously there are like the Star Wars Explained equivalents, which just upload like
the Hello
random...
Greedo clones, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I gotta head off. So you have a good day, a good night, whatever time it is for you, man. So it's been fun. Thanks for giving me the link. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for showing up. And wherever Josh is right now, my usual co-host, I hope he's safe and all right.
Yeah, we hope he has not been mauled by a bear. So
maybe he was attacked by Chuck Wendig or Troy Denning.
No, he's attacked by Karen Travis. She's from UK, right?
Oh my god, that's right. They own the same continent.
Same island.
God damn it.
Yeah, alright. Well, you have a good day, man. Alright, I'm gonna head off.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
And now I'm all alone. Just like I planned. And now I have 8 people watching. Thank you. I don't know. It's probably because of the time zone, but like really? It was like 4 people watching. Or maybe 2 people when we had the fucking Inception moment. And now, when nothing is happening, everyone shows up. So my message is, once this is uploaded in its entirety, I'm going to end it in a few seconds, go back and just watch all of it, you know? Yeah, good stream by my standards. It's from one of his reread reviews. He just makes very funny faces sometimes, and you just have to stop it in the right moment and take a screenshot. Yeah, thank you. We watched that one on here. Oh boy. Yeah, thanks for showing up. Still watching. Okay. Okay, thank you guys. I will see you next time. Hopefully Josh will be back. If he's still alive. I don't know if he is. Let's hope he is. And then we're gonna probably do a More Friends at some point. If not, it's just gonna be random talks from now on. Alright. And since it's the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones, maybe watch the movie. Maybe. You don't have to. Goodbye.